We have no choice but to do this to you one more time. And this time, we're about to hit you with the trick of technology.
We just have. Do you have an extra RCA to Mini at all?
Yeah.
Okay,
Fuck
cool.
it.
All right, cool.
Yeah, so this is the Westcoast Highlife, the 14th edition. Can you believe we're at fucking 14? Holy shit. But we're stoked. We got some special company in town today. We got Mr. Matty Reed over here on
What's
the right-hand side. We got Casey Stewart to his left.
Hello.
And Alexander, member of the Round 4.
Yep.
And Mr. B. Fudge over there as well.
Yep.
Rounding out the horn of myself, Darcy the Eclectic. And yeah, we want to fire this one up. So I'm going to pass the torch, so to speak, to our guest of the day, Mr. Matty Reed.
What's going on?
I want to say, how you doing, buddy?
How's it going?
Very good, very good. Good to have you in Victoria.
It's good to be here. It's freaking beautiful as hell.
Happy Turkey
I had
Day
a
to
water
everybody.
fight. I had a water fight with my parents yesterday
Nice, dude.
in October.
That doesn't
How does
really
that
happen, does it?
Yeah.
Fucking race, man.
What spurred that?
I don't know. It just there's water guns always laying around. My mom usually has them around. I don't know.
Super soakers or what?
Yeah, this one is like a major super soaker. It has this option where it's like a shotgun effect that it just splooshes you with like, I don't know how much freaking water, like
2 liters of water at once.
10 ounces at least. Yeah,
Nice.
right in
You
your
got
face.
splooged?
I splooged my sister. It sounds pretty bad,
Damn.
doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Some family Turkey Day splooging. Hey,
But
very good.
yeah, my mom was like running because she didn't want to get her hair wet. She was running around the neighborhood with a shower cap on, and it looked pretty hilarious to the neighbors.
I can just see the people of the uplands watching it, looking
Yeah.
outside, watching you guys run around with water
Apparently,
guns.
we almost had a break-in too on
What?
Friday. Yeah, like
Shit.
my sister and her boyfriend were sleeping in the bedroom downstairs in the basement. Apparently, some dude reached his arm into the open window and
Tried to let
retreated as
himself
soon as Tyler, sister's boyfriend, just saw it.
Made a
So
ruckus.
yeah,
He
and
was
then
like,
just
"What?"
ran away. Yeah,
Can
And
somebody actually get in through that window?
then pretty easily? Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I remember sneaking out
Do you
when I was a
think that-
kid. It was
do you-
my old bedroom, right?
Do you think that guy comes there and sleeps there?
Well, I don't know. There was like this thing that my parents
Frogging.
had. My
It's
parents
called
had.
frogging.
My parents had this suspicious phone call about this guy, a Turkish rug guy, who was like his business partner had died and he needed to get rid of all these rugs. He's like, I'm willing to come over to your house and like show these rugs.
I thought you were gonna say get rid of the body.
Roll it
But-
in the rugs.
And my mom was like not interested. And then like he phoned back 5 minutes later, and my dad answered and said the exact same spiel and everything. And it was like it was very odd. So maybe he was like trying to like
Get into case the house or something.
and like if
Deliver
someone's
some rugs.
willing, to, I'll give you them. Like if someone's saying I'm willing to give you Turkish rugs, what does it only means that that rug must be cursed or something.
Or has hash in it that
Yeah,
they're trying to
perhaps.
just offload.
Yeah, it's
for
trying
Or
to
they used to
Yeah.
move the
carry
stock.
dead bodies in.
So that's what I sort of made the story out to be, is like this guy is trying to give us a cursed rug into our house and that he can't get rid of, or I don't know why we're the ones that are supposed to receive this one.
hide your kids, hide
But-
your wife.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
I
So-
think
They
I
rugging
actually know the
everybody
guy
in
you're
here.
talking about.
Oh really?
Yeah, my friend worked for like a rug shop, and he went on vacation, and he came back and just saw like that they were out of business,
Oh.
and he couldn't get a hold of the guy to
Really?
get money or anything.
Well, there can only be
Yeah.
a handful of Turkish rug
Yeah.
salesmen in
That's what I
Victoria.
figured. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to be the same guy.
Fucking look out for those Turkish rug salesmen.
Yeah, yeah.
He's
Well, I
on
don't
the
know.
How do you
run.
give those away?
they're
Turkish
coming to
rugs
case
are
your house-
expensive as shit.
I know there are.
Yeah.
They haggle. When I was in Istanbul, like the haggling that went on was just ridiculous.
Like, you think mobsters have to spend a lot of money on all those Persian rugs to put all the bodies in, hey?
No, they
like,
just use that
you can't use a
plastic wrap.
regular old fucking,
Or tarp.
I guess, yeah. Tarps are easier.
Hey, we
Tarps-
saw
tarps
that.
the cheap
we saw
option.
that last night with Looper.
Oh, really?
Yeah, lots of dead bodies on tarps.
Speaking of which, I want to get a little bit of a census from you guys about that film. Give us a
I thought it was
little
pretty good.
synopsis.
I thought it was, well, the synopsis is it's in the present day is 2044, and there's these guys who are basically assassins for the future. Like the people in the future send back bodies, and then they basically meet them in some field or dark alley, and they blow them to shit with this gun that's only has the range of 20
15
feet-
yards or
15
something.
yards.
So they're like
feet,
time
maybe.
It has
assassins.
unlimited ammo, by the way, too, which is
Yeah,
kinda
which
weird.
was odd.
Yeah.
It probably has like some sort of cell inside it that just recharges or something, right?
But the whole
Super
premise
futuristic.
is that it's really difficult to dispose of bodies in the future, so they send whoever they want to have killed back in time. But to dispose of it, the guy just chucks it in a furnace. And I was thinking, why don't the mobsters from the future just teleport the guy into the furnace?
Or to like on top of like a big
Problem
spike,
solved.
a big spike like bed or something like that, or a cliff, or
Yeah, completely eliminate the need to pay someone to kill them.
Right.
But
They
really,
could just drop them off in the middle of the ocean.
You could
Problem
do that
solved.
too.
that'd be very useful.
Look, we
That'd
just
be
came up with
perfect.
4 alternate endings for Looper.
Who the
might,
hell? Who
they
the
might
hell?
get rescued though.
But then you have,
I
you
don't
know, I don't know. Then there's no story at all.
well, the real story.
That's true. There'd be no
It's
movie
just like
there.
all these bodies dropping into water.
But
There's lots
that's
of
the
bodies in the
premise.
ocean.
But the real story is that the loopers, these people that kill these people, eventually have to kill themselves because they close
Yeah.
the loop. They call it.
Okay.
So
It's like this big party when they find out that they just killed themselves because they know they own 30 years to live. They're all
Yeah.
going to die, which is kind of cool.
the person teleported back. The only way they know is that they have gold strapped to their back instead of the usual silver payments.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ben was saying there was a scene that he'd mentioned where some guy was like losing his limbs and stuff, kind of like
Mhm.
Michael J. Fox in
That was creepy.
Back to the Future. You know,
Michael
Like
J. Fox for real?
In real
Yeah.
life. Yeah.
the real world with Michael J. Fox.
When 7
Yeah.
Michael J. Foxes start being polite and start acting real.
Oh shit. Okay, well, so out of 10, I need an out of 10 rating.
I give it a 7, I think.
7.
I'm gonna say 8.5. I
8.5,
really liked it.
Okay.
I did really like it, too.
I think 7's fair. Like, I liked it. There was definitely some holes in the story, and it definitely kind of took a weirder turn near the end. But I still liked it. It was a fun movie.
Right on. All right, we'll have to check it out.
I mean, they actually gave Bruce Willis's like Die Hard scene where he just has like
Slaughters,
2
like,
double
30
guns.
people.
Well, he
you know,
was
going
being
around
he was
corners.
more of a killer than all those other guys because he kept killing for like the
Yeah, he
next
kept-
25
yeah,
years,
yeah.
right?
Mhm.
What's
of course,
the,
he's Bruce Willis.
And
What
he's
was the
Bruce
other male
Willis.
lead in
It's
that?
John McClane.
Joseph
Joseph
Gordon-Levitt.
Gordon-Levitt.
See, that
and
guy
Emily
always
Blunt,
reminds me
too.
of the kid from Terminator, you know?
Yeah,
Edward
yeah.
Furlong.
Dude,
I was going to
he's-
say Third Rock from the Sun. I was like,
He
Well,
is.
he was okay.
Actually.
But he picks like
That was him?
great movies. For
Yeah, there was a
himself.
while there when his early career, right after when he started doing movies, where he just did all these cool indie,
yeah.
cool script movies, like The Getaway or whatever. I think it was. It was really good, and 500 Days of Summer was really good too.
Yeah,
I
and
thought.
Hesher.
And Hesher was
Hesher's a
freaking
must-see
wicked.
movie.
Yeah, I like that movie.
Yes,
I
very
like
underrated.
50-50 too.
50-50 is
yeah.
good. Filmed in Vancouver.
Nice.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Sweet.
To me, it looks like Seattle.
Fucking right.
Yeah.
So have you guys had any big holiday things going on for this turkey weekend? Anything exciting? Just lots of food or lots of drinking?
Lots of food. I accidentally did a shopping trip, and then my girlfriend Christine did a shopping trip, and we didn't know. Usually
So
we
the
just
same shit?
collaborate, and it was all like we got doubles of everything.
Well, that's
So
all right. I mean, you know,
It's like
as long as it's
double
non-perishables.
food at the house right now, and then there's gonna be feasting. So
Oh, dude.
The feast begins tonight.
Yeah, I think they should
I've
make like
already
holiday
been
editions of our like
Everyone in the
chairs
family
around
except for
table.
me is preparing it right now.
Excellent. That's the way.
I'm having a podcast.
That's right.
Music
You got things to do. You got places to go and things to
does
do.
anyone know what Thanksgiving's actually about?
And why is it
It's-
different from the States?
well, we're
Yeah.
really just lording it over having dominated the Indians for so long.
Is that what it is?
There's
think
the
so.
Well, that's
Pilgrims,
the States
right?
version. What's our version? We're just copycatting?
Yeah, we
It's-
just
I
we
thought-
just set it a month ahead.
I thought maybe
We
it
were
was
like, we'll do it earlier
We'll do it first.
because it's
Joe.
colder here.
I thought maybe it was just to do with the harvest. Is that
Well,
it? Like,
yeah,
you
it was a
think of the
pilgrim
harvest.
festival to celebrate the harvest.
But
for
in the
sure.
States, it's about slaying the Native Americans.
well,
yeah,
that's
killing the indigenous
the
peoples.
undertones of it. I think.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe us being, polite Canadians, we're like, that's too violent. We'll make our own Thanksgiving and be thankful for
Yeah.
everything.
and ours doesn't conflict with like Remembrance Day or anything.
That's
Right.
true.
Mm.
Is there's a November?
Does
It's very
theirs-
close. It's
to
very close. I
Yeah,
think.
because they have Veterans Day. But it's still November 11th, isn't it?
No,
I think-
Thanksgiving is the third week, I think.
It's they have a Veterans Day and Memorial Day,
Right. Okay.
It just
Sure.
makes November too
which both have
chaotic,
blockbuster
really.
weekends.
And they have
Yeah.
New
NFL
movies.
NFL
And
football
NFL.
games on those
Oh
days.
yeah, NFL's going on right now. I'm sure.
I've
Joe would want to be watching.
I've started to
those
become
games.
more of a
Yeah,
football
Seattle
fan
starts
in the
playing at
last
1
little
today.
while.
Yeah.
Given that we have no hockey this year, I'm starting to latch on to another sport, and I think football has become the the
For a
prowess
lot
for
of
me.
people,
There's nothing
Yeah.
better than seeing two giant black men run into each other as fast as they can.
and also slapping each other's ass after a good play.
That's
yeah, there's a
true.
lot of ass
Each
grabbing.
to his own. Each to his own.
I think the best is when you see the guy who the wide receiver, whatever, he scores the touchdown, and then as soon as he does his dance, he fucking bails and hurts himself. And you're like,
BC
you
Lions.
idiot! Like, there you go. That's the way right there,
sprains
friends.
his ankle.
There's just some of those stories too of the first round draft pick, like all these hopes and you know, like a huge college career, all this stuff. First game, you know,
It's totally
in
shits it.
NFL, just fucking injures him, like breaks his leg
Yeah.
in 5 places.
And he's gone.
End of career.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
he's-
all his
That's
hopes and
rough.
dreams written on one game.
I love
And
how
he's eastbound and down.
Yeah.
I love how every
He's fucking out.
every couple of years there's a big like sports movie event. It's usually centered around football.
Yeah.
But my favorite football movie of all time is probably The
Jerry
Last Boy
Maguire.
Scout.
The Last Boy Scout. I don't think
Yeah.
I've seen that.
I've never
Cuba
heard of
Gooding
that.
Junior's in
What
that.
about Rudy, bro?
Waterboy.
Show me the money.
Waterboy was pretty
Waterboy. What's that one? The prison
high
one?
quality
Any given,
H2O.
any given Sunday with Al Pacino isn't
Yeah.
bad.
Friday
I
Night
enjoyed
Lights
that.
wasn't
Friday
bad
Night
either.
Lights was pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. I don't
That
know. it seems
stupid one with what's his name from Dawson's Creek. Remember that? Varsity
Enough
Blues.
said.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Varsity Blues is all about the girl with whipped cream on her tits.
Yeah.
That was pretty much.
And then
the
she was just
highlight.
remember
the
she was
trailer.
remember
Yeah.
she comes out with it and just like I'm a slut, you know, starts crying.
Want
Oh my
some
God.
whipped
Fuck.
cream?
So
I can help
dumb.
you out. My name's James Vanderbeek.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being a slut. Okay,
James
come on.
Vanderbilt.
College.
Vanderbilt, Vanderbeek, whatever it is. You know.
My
same
head
shit.
is
know what it
huge. You know what that means.
I just love that. I just love that meme that's going around of just him like in that pose from Dawson's Creek, just like crying. You know,
I haven't seen that.
I don't know.
Isn't that his everyday life?
I don't know. It's a very
Probably.
it's a very hilarious.
You get to work with a guy from Dawson's Creek.
I do. Yeah.
Joshua
Jackson.
Jackson.
Yeah. There's someone put "We love Pacey" in the window of some bank or whatever when we were filming
dear.
downtown.
Oh, no.
Did he just
I think
shake his head?
It
in
just
shame?
fucking haunts him.
I think it was just as a joke because there was no one just like by the window with it. It was just like, haha, we love Pacey. We don't really.
Well, I guess that's the thing. Like, what
It's just ironic we put a sign up. you know,
do
it says
actors
it.
hate that shit when they're just like completely typecast for that one role the
Of
rest
course,
of their lives?
yeah.
Like,
I think it almost kind of justifies some of like the enormous payment that they get. That is that they're always with that stigma, you
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah.
people
You
are
got to
gonna-
remind him how good he was in the Mighty Ducks every day.
He said there's something on his IMDb that says no one gets away with like mocking the Mighty Ducks and gets away with it or something like that. But
they're like breaking legs for people who hate on the Mighty
I
Ducks.
guess I don't know.
Some people probably like to be remembered for those roles.
Yeah, yeah,
Milo
sure.
Estevez, you know, he loved that shit. He was
Yeah.
coaching.
Gordon Bombay.
But there's that guy. Then there's that guy
Wow.
from Happiness that's
Brings
always
me
going to be
back.
like known as the pederast.
Oh God. Oh. Well, I mean,
It's like and then like people, you know, kind of attach that to them, you know, and because they're stupid, right?
Oh,
They
you
don't
played the
understand that
pederast.
it's not it's just fucking.
they're like, it's like the casting call, and they're like, yeah, we see you. You've been a pederast most of your roles here, so
Sure.
you'll fit right in.
Yeah,
Right in.
dumb Americans down so like you're a real pederast. I'm gonna kill you. Like no, I'm an actor. That's what I do.
I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure some of these people that get the real, hated roles,
Mhm.
they must get harassed in real life.
Sure.
You
Yeah,
think
and
so?
if you're typecast after a while, I'm just doing the same shit. Then you're asking for it, I guess. You
I
know.
always wonder for people in movies that it's like, okay, we need the fat, ugly lady.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know. I know some of those actresses have gotten those like the.
He slept
I'm-
with some of them.
It's not. But like, yeah, it's just like okay, I'm chubby mom number one. You know. Like,
Yeah,
Oh,
but the roles that it's so.
if I was an actor,
obvious, like-
that's what happened to me for sure. It'd be like dumb stoner fat dude. You know.
Hey, bro, you're the guy.
Dude, what's up?
I'm casting for the role of Guy on the Couch, Part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Junk food couch potato number 3.
Yeah. Oh shit.
But then, like, I mean, look at Steve Buscemi, who's always just been the creepy guy forever, and now he's like the pimp motherfucker in Boardwalk Empire, right? He finally gets his freaking role where he's just the pimp.
He was
Yeah.
on Sopranos too, though.
He was a
That's true.
hardcore, but still, it was late in his career. He'd already done like 20 years of acting, maybe.
New Boardwalk Empire tonight.
It
Actually.
is, yeah.
I
And
want to go
Treme.
back and watch Trees Lounge again. I like.
Yeah, that was a great movie. He directed.
Didn't he
that
write
one.
that?
Did he?
He wrote and directed, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it Danny Baldwin that beats the shit out of him in that movie? One of the Baldwins.
Yeah, I
does.
think so.
How many Baldwins are there?
There's like
4.
5.
There's 4. I think.
4 of them.
Are there
Yeah.
4?
Alec, Billy,
Steven.
Steven,
Daniel.
Daniel.
Yeah.
Right.
Fuck.
Danny Baldwin is easily my favorite
That's-
Baldwin brother.
Was
Well,
he the
that's
one in
obvious.
that space TV series?
No, he's the one in the YouTube video called Danny Baldwin versus the White Horse, where he's talking about how he's
No.
smarter than 80% of
That's
the
a
people
great
in the
video.
world,
Yeah.
and that if he wanted to, he could go and get his law degree, no problem. It's just
Pour
he's
me,
just that good
pour
at what
me,
he does.
pour me another
If
drink.
he was a real estate agent, if he was a real estate agent, he'd make $1 million. Take home. Take
Yeah,
home.
take home, take home, take home.
It's a beautiful video. It's edited
Yeah.
so well.
That's the best.
Steven used to be a little shit too. I remember. Then he found God, I guess.
No, he just hung out with Pauly Shore.
Yeah. The only role he can really say was like a Usual Suspects for him. I
Oh
think.
yeah.
Yeah.
That movie was
That
Oh,
fantastic.
was-
Biodome, man.
Give me the key.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Biodome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
Oh really? Was Baldwin in Biodome?
Yes, he
Yeah.
was. He was the side. It was, well, they're equally.
Oh my god.
they're
He
co-stars.
was the other like stoner retard in that movie.
Yeah,
I just watched Encino Man again.
That's
That's
a
actually
great one.
fantastic.
Actually, an
Brendan
awesome
Fraser.
movie.
Brendan
Juice.
Fraser's the best role.
Highly
Yeah.
recommended.
Yeah, man. When what is it? Is it Pauly Shore or Brendan Fraser? I can't remember. He's doing
Both.
his
Fraser's
the
no, but
caveman.
like who's doing the driving test or whatever,
Oh.
and he just like starts fucking mashing into everything, and
he does the two-wheeler on the.
Yeah,
phone.
yeah,
he
that's right.
steals the car.
I think the other sweet two-wheeler from a film that I can remember is in when Mahoney does it in Police Academy.
Oh,
Remember
right.
that shit?
Yeah, for sure.
That was fantastic.
I'm really thankful that Brendan Fraser is getting a lot of work right now because I found him really irritating to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't he an Air? What? Not Airheads.
Con Air?
The one
Eraserhead
with Pip the pool guy.
Pip.
with Pip the pool
Pip
guy.
the pool guy. That sounds familiar. Fuck.
Shit, I don't know.
Stupid me.
I
don't
just
know.
remember that like the shitty movie he did where he was like locked in a bomb shelter for like 30 years and he like meets Alicia Silverstone.
Oh, yeah.
Blast
Oh,
from
no.
the Past.
Sure, but
Yeah.
like I
It was-
hated
So
that.
that's like
I
Encino
hated
Man.
Alicia Silverstone.
In a way, it's
uh,
like he's like reprising
huge
the Encino
crush
Man
back
role.
in the day.
Oh yeah.
From
Clueless.
Crush, from the movie Crush.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh
I don't
yeah.
think I ever saw that.
Her pouty lips.
I jerked off to Clueless back in the day.
When she
Yeah.
was half
Didn't they
naked
shoot a lot of
most
that
the time.
Oh,
Original Clueless in Victoria.
Yeah.
Yeah, Clueless
yeah.
was in Victoria.
Did they?
Yeah. I think
And
so.
they had Access
Oh,
Baggage
Access
that she was in.
Baggage.
Yeah, Access Baggage was what she was in.
Oh, that was just like
I had some
Yeah, I
friends who
think
worked on
Access
that.
Baggage
She was-
was the one in Victoria.
And
not
Benicio
nice.
del Toro was also in that.
She was in
Sweet.
Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
Really?
The
Did-
Schumacher
Well,
Did
one.
she also have nipples
was
on her
Batgirl.
suit as
Yeah.
well?
Yeah.
Like
Did they put
built in?
nipples on her suit?
Probably.
Probably.
I mean, you can't expect
That's
the
a
nipple
little
to
bit
pierce
much.
through the like
They
plastic.
just used really thin fabric.
Yeah.
Skin tight.
Yeah. It must have been.
There's no
what a
fabric
horrible.
in those movies. They're all
What a
rubber
horrible reboot that was.
PVC suits.
Yeah.
She's in something coming up here too, Alicia Silverstone, which mine eludes me what, but enough of that. It's
Yeah.
not film talk. It's
Yeah.
Westcoast Highlife
Yeah. Fuck
podcast.
it. Well, you know, we have a couple of film aficionados in
Yeah.
here.
There's
So
There's
we
probably
figured-
going to be a film podcast spin-off.
Yeah.
Sure,
We'll
sure.
we'll drop some
Yeah.
random picture references and shit like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Cool. All right. Well, so I wanted to drop it over to Fudge again and ask a couple questions for this guy because he's been working on some serious comedy lately, and we got a parkour project in the works. And
Hey, yeah,
what can
we're
we
ready to do
what can
our
we
first
expecting
comedy
for that, Fudgeman?
It's just going to be this really silly video of. It's basically going to be two things. It's going to be a shot of me doing like an interview, and then shots of me attempting to do parkour for the first time. And yeah, I don't know. It's like to see if we can come around like 4.5 minutes.
Are you gonna
and,
like wear any padding?
Nope.
Just do
No, I thought we
just
were
go
shooting
naked?
yesterday, so I took half an oxy. just
Yeah,
so
we
I
had
wouldn't
sort of a
feel any
day
pain,
off
and
yesterday.
turned out to be.
Yeah.
Turned out
Well,
to not
Saturday
happen.
was a bit of a rough start. I think we all had a good time on Friday night. Actually, a highlight of Friday night. At the end of the night at the Hidden Gem when we threw on the Chemical Brothers and we're like trying
Oh,
to jump
yeah.
off the side of the wall.
I know we were sort of throwing our bodies into things.
That was pretty phenomenal. But yeah, guys, I'm trying to dig a little deeper here and see what we've all got in the works for this coming month. October started here, and we're still in summer. Basically, that's how I feel. We still got sunshine every day.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, but
And,
we got to start planning like Halloween costumes now.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
no,
Yeah.
no.
Any
It has
ideas
to
for
happen.
Halloween?
Body break.
Hal Johnson, Joe McLeod. I don't know. I'd have to like dark
Grow a
face myself,
mustache.
and I could grow a stash pretty easily.
You could, I'm gonna have some self tanner left over from our Ric Flair shit, so you can always use that.
Are you
I
gonna
still
get a
think you
spray
gotta get a
tan?
wig.
No, I'm just gonna use that shit you like spray on yourself.
Oh, it's like so it is spray tan basically.
Yeah, I thought you meant like go to the actual.
Oh,
tanning.
no, fuck no.
Definitely not.
Can't afford that shit.
That's way too expensive for a
Yeah.
Halloween costume.
Yeah, that or I'll just take like the stuff you rub on yourself and just do myself up like that.
You like rubbing stuff on yourself.
Do I ever?
Body butter.
Butter.
Oh yeah, that was the whole thing on Friday night where like somehow you
Big
ended
and
up with a big
fat.
tub of body butter,
Yeah,
and you
I
were
thought
like,
it was right on
what?
the table there
Yeah.
with a bunch of like takeaway
yeah.
prizes.
Oh, yeah. And yeah,
uh,
there's this person like, you know, you stole the cream, and it's like, I didn't steal no cream, and you just
as you're
smatter it
wiping it
all
on your
over
face.
Yeah, big huge thing of cream on your face.
Yeah,
Oh.
great party that one. It was like you can either pay $10 to go to this one shitty party or $20 to go to unlimited shitty parties. And then like I got there and I'm like, I can beat up
But
everybody
wait, you didn't pay
here.
anything though,
That's right.
right? So you have really
I was
nothing to
like,
complain about.
I actually became a ska member, and
Yeah,
I got
I-
my pin.
That's right.
He
I
was
like,
complaining
I
to
can
me.
beat up
button.
everybody here. How can I respect
He's-
anybody?
He said
And
there
then
was the lack of babes.
there was no
You,
babes.
you respected that. You respected that girl who dug into a beer can with her teeth and shotgunned it.
Yeah.
Really?
You found that very to
Damn.
be hot.
It was appealing.
And then I did a shotgun where I just didn't do one drop and no one was impressed, like dropped any beer.
Yeah.
I definitely
And
spent.
And I
was
almost
just-
puked.
There's like just some guy there, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, how many push-ups has this guy done in a week? In his lifetime? Probably not as much as I do in one day. And then, like, I'm like,
That's how he judges a person.
Do you
It's like,
even
how many
lift?
push-ups
Do
he
you
did.
even lift, bro? Like, I can't respect these people.
There was a lot of like sort of
not
body
even
odor
the
going
great.
around there
Oh
too.
yeah. Well, the hidden gem's
is.
so small, you can't really get around that.
Yeah.
It is a lot of hippies.
And there are some hairy
Hairy.
armpitted
There's
ladies
a
armpit.
lot of
that
BO
you may or
happening
may
there.
not
Smell.
have been hitting on.
I wasn't hitting on it, I just danced with them.
There was a lot of BO going on that night.
It happens.
I just danced because there was a dance
Oh,
number. And
yeah.
I had to dance
Mhm.
somebody.
I was actually pretty impressed with the
Ska
bands that
Wench
played. I
number
thought they were
2.
good.
Yeah, pretty much.
I like that second band. What are they called?
It was a rough morning,
Can't
though, man.
remember.
When I woke up, my headache was too intense. I couldn't even come. Like, I closed my eyes and tried to get in the zone, and then it felt like someone stabbing me in the eye.
And then you vomited on your foot.
Yeah, I ate a lot of peanuts, and I don't know how I got my hands on so many peanuts. But
Just
I-
came out with peanut butter.
Yeah,
Started like
Ew.
this chomping down
you
on
were
peanut butter
eating
at home.
that shea cream or whatever.
yeah, I
it was.
ate some body butter.
Ew.
You were like, oh, coconut.
I thought you just smeared it on your face.
Yeah, found
I
peanuts and the
believe it
body
was
butter.
strawberry
combined them.
milkshake.
Yeah.
Strawberry. Was
Yeah,
it
it was.
really? Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Ooh.
And then,
That would have enticed them.
Yeah, I just could not get my puking down too. I puked on my foot. I puked on the floor.
Anywhere but the toilet, really.
No, I got the toilet, but it was like the second try. Then, like, when I got in the shower, like, I thought I had to piss for like 10 minutes, but it was just water hitting the tip of my dick. So I ended up just standing up in the shower doing nothing. Which is kind of a waste of time.
Wow.
So you like
And it-
went in the shower to wash off the puke and incite a piss, and
Yeah.
it didn't really neither of which
But-
really happened.
Yeah, but later on, immediately after I finished busting it out, Alex called me on the phone, which was great timing on his part.
Yeah, because he was in your head at the time when you're doing it, right?
Well, that's not what I think about when I masturbate, Biggie.
Hopefully not.
Don't put words into my mouth.
No, he was like, "This is great time, and I just busted a nut, so we can talk now."
I wouldn't have answered the phone otherwise.
Yeah, I think there's got to be some protocol in there. You don't answer your phone in the middle of that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You maybe a text.
Depends on what the caller ID says, right? If the caller ID
Text you could be doing with
the
them.
caller
You're
ID is like a
oh,
woman.
fucking T9 word.
Then you're like, "Oh yeah, talk to me."
But when I'm hungover and I throw up, I'm always like, dude, do you know how much water you just drank? Now you have to drink all that water over again, and it's just a huge pain in the ass. And I'm just like, I just get really discouraged. Like, I was trying to make myself food later in the afternoon, and I turned the oven on, and it started burning. There's a fire in it. So I couldn't cook my potato patties, and I was so mad that I didn't even want to eat. I was starving, but I was so upset that I
That's-
couldn't bring myself to make any food.
That's so fudge.
Yeah. Look, I'm real.
Oh shit. Actually, we talked about something on the podcast like months ago, Biggie, and we talked about the Sax Cast. And I'm wondering, did you ever follow up with the Sax Cast? Did that ever happen? It was a great name. Well, were you gonna do like where you go around and play with different bands, and like you guys do like a record to air with you playing sax with different groups? Did that ever come to fruition? Or?
I don't know. It seems kind of it's
Intrusive?
like intrusive. Yeah, I was like, hey, I'm gonna play my sax over your band, whether you like it or not.
No, like
fits
with
or not.
them, like
Yeah.
like a touring kind of thing.
Oh
like
yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah,
the
if
Sax
people
Cast
would have
across
me.
Canada.
If that would actually be kind of cool. I guess.
That would be really funny to actually just have you just stand in with bands and play the sax without having told them that you're going to do that.
But
It's like,
yeah, I would have
I
to.
don't
We
know,
need
that'd
you
be-
just like running and jump in and just do something
Yeah.
that totally has not like.
You know, I
does
have
not
been
follow
doing that
the
a lot
beat.
this summer though.
Like wait till they
Like,
finish a song and then jump right on stage while they're trying to introduce the next
There
song.
was this gig in the West End where it was just like this apartment that had like a stage. It was pretty cool, like / art gallery, and they didn't even ask me like to play the sax, and I just sort of just started putting my instrument together. It was like people were asking, it's like, who is this guy?
That's right.
Like, and like of course they didn't ask me to come play,
It's
but
Johnny
like,
Sax.
Like I'm
I
mofo Matty
but
Reed.
I've been in that mentality because like I played up and I just jammed a lot in Squamish and art. Like I have to a lot to say about Artswells too. This year was freaking amazing.
What's the festival they have on Commercial Drive where they shut it down and they do party on the street kind of thing?
there's Car Free Day and then
That's the one
there's
I'm thinking about.
Italian
Yeah.
days and both
That's in
days.
June, right?
Yeah, the Italian days, or it was a Car Free Day that happened right after my birthday today. It happened, on the Sunday, and like I had my 30th birthday on the Saturday.
Oh,
and
dude.
we just went straight through.
48-hour marathon.
Oh yeah, actually it was more like 72.
Nice, dude.
Because Friday, I had the birthday dinner, and anyways.
Wicked.
But my apartment building, I could just basically jump off to the adjacent building and just hang out.
Like literally parkour off the roof onto the other building.
Very pretty much. So we should film some of that stuff over there.
Some
I know
tips.
Dee's been over to my place.
Yeah, I like that spot, man. Fucking fantastic,
And,
actually.
I think Ben has too.
I don't think so.
No?
No.
No?
Well, you guys should have to come over. I mean,
we do.
we are going to be, I know you have D, but these other two.
I'm coming over on October 20th, I think.
Cool. Because we're actually going to be planning to do project a movie onto the side of the building.
Nice.
And like
A
the
porno?
SkyTrain. Wow, we're gonna do Stone Age, I think.
Really?
Yeah,
Sweet.
which would be great.
That would be great.
You should do that October 20th.
We should
'cause
go
that's the
there just to
weekend I'm
worm some
bartending.
people's
Oh, yeah?
chicks.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Bring a big bottle of Schnapster.
It'd be just Schnapster
So-
and 151
Fuck yeah.
and ox.
We can
Worming our chicks.
And what kind of ox? Talls, man. These are talls, man.
Fuck.
Isn't the end of the movie like people are trying to break into a house with a lot of booze in it?
They break into like the liquor store.
Oh, yeah. I've
they
only
take-
seen that movie once. I love it.
And then like the whole time everyone's talking about the place like, oh, it's by the Frankie Avalon place, and of course Frankie Avalon's at the end.
Yeah.
Spoiler
What
alert.
movie is this?
The Stoned Age.
Yeah,
I don't think I've seen it.
it's great. It's like
it's like a
Haven't
cult
seen it.
classic.
it's
type
like a
of movie.
Given my
Dazed and
profile, I
Confused, but
probably
like
should.
for bangers, basically.
Yeah.
Blue Oyster Cult
It's
bangers.
a lot more grimy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Don't Fear the Reaper is always playing
Yeah,
that song.
Because
Nice.
the laser hit him in the
Yeah,
eye at the
moment.
concert, and he never felt the same again.
Got
I
hit
just
by a
love
laser?
how they're
would
talking
suck.
about like
Yeah.
how women are their chicks based on them seeing them first. And they're just they're constantly like the dude.
No, it's
the
our
groups
chicks,
of
man. We
dudes-
saw them first.
You're worming our chicks.
You're worming our chicks. And then that guy who plays Frankie Flowers from Traffic was like Frank. Not Frank the Tank, but Tack the Cack.
Fuck.
He was just this like complete loser who has no money. And
He was the
everything.
tough guy, wasn't he?
He like tried to act tough. He had like pimples and stuff and curly hair.
Somebody's older brother was like the tough guy.
Who shows up at the end, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to watch that one.
You're blowing it,
funny.
man. You're blowing it. Anyways, me and Simon watched that. Yeah, Zess. Yeah, he's been over a couple times. We've been bowling a lot at Grandview Lanes doing.
Is that
I love that.
off commercial
Yeah.
or where's Grandview Lanes?
It's right
It's-
next to my
yeah.
place. Right next to my place.
So
Oh,
let's
how
make
can
a
you
point to
not
go
bowl?
bowling. when
Yeah,
I come over.
absolutely. We can podcast in my place
Sweet.
and then go bowling.
I just got to bring this unit with me
I
when we do it.
stink
There
at
you go.
bowling, man. Remember when we went bowling on I think it was like your 24th birthday or something like that.
Oh no, I was like 21 or no, I was like 18.
We
I
used to
think.
go
Really?
bowling
Yeah,
on
'cause
Darcy's
we
birthday.
went-
You mean the one where I
all
got the
time.
bowling money that we ended up spending on booze?
Well,
Yeah.
we ended up getting pictures of White
Pizza the
Russians.
Hut was
Pizza
born.
the Hut was
we
born
made
that night.
pictures of White
Yeah,
Russians
there's
with the
bar-
creamers.
The girl bartender there had to
yeah.
make pictures of White Russians with individual creamers.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's
I
like-
bet, I
she's
bet
like-
that went real
Like,
well.
yeah, here's
Oh,
your
yeah.
$16.
Oh,
I like how we always were
drink.
asking for sarsaparilla, but sarsaparilla is a non-alcoholic drink.
it was like, you
That's
got the
the-
Sioux City sarsaparilla in
Yeah,
here?
they Sioux City sarsaparilla. I mean, like,
People just look
there's
at us
no
with this
booze in it.
bewildered
We
look
got
like, what?
wasted.
It's
I
like-
saw bowling shoes in the toilet that night.
Oh god, I think we all picked names from the cast that night too. I think I was Donnie, and we had Walter. Miller was Walter, and
Mhm.
or no, Miller was the dude, and Matty, we were Walter. Walter Solchek. Actually, when we did that Lebowski Film Fest at UVic, that was one of the fucking
Yeah.
best
I
evenings.
dressed up as Walter.
Yeah, that was a fun. And you mixed your White Russian mixture in like a brown bag.
Well,
that looked
yeah.
like a gun.
Yeah, no, I taped it all together to get it in, right? So like one side was like the milk and like the Kahlua, and the other top was like the vodka, and I just basically taped it up. To
It
look
looked like an Uzi. Yeah, it was pretty
The
fucking
paper
awesome.
bag, yeah.
I think
I got second place next to Jeff
Jeffy Warden. Yeah, Warden
was-
had the
who
pretty
was
sweet Jesus
Jesus,
outfit.
Yeah, how do you
Yeah.
get the unit or the
I don't
onesie
know,
for
man.
that?
I think he must have
I
like
don't
gone
know.
to Value Village and found that. But it was like a
Yeah.
purple fucking spandex suit.
It was pretty good.
I-
Yeah, his
Ideal.
hair all slicked
Custom
back.
onesie.
Yeah, and then he took like a volleyball, covered it in black tape, and had his bowling ball. But the best part about that night was that like I was able to access the concession at UVic, and so I was bringing like ice and stuff. Remember, we had the area right at the back, and I was just mixing White Russians for like half the
we were
theater.
smoking dubes too.
Oh
Like,
yeah, we were
it
just
was
blazing that
freaking-
place
yeah.
up. That was phenomenal. Like I think they've done that several times since. But that was the biggest
Great turnout,
Yeah,
yeah.
we had like 150 people each night, and usually late night shows get like 25 people.
And we had the original print from Polygram too, because
Yeah, I actually have the Projo cut me out a couple of
nice.
parts of the film, so I've got a few few little slides that I got
Some
blown
stills.
up to. So yeah, I put into some pictures. So kind of adorning my house now.
Yeah,
Nice.
there's quite a few.
There's a few. You could say I have a bit of a Lebowski shrine going on. There's actually, I heard there's a Lebowski Fest happening in Vancouver, and I think it might be this weekend.
Nice.
Yeah,
Gotta happen
I
once
saw it
a
on
year,
I saw it
right?
on Facebook there.
Yeah, that'd be cool to do.
But yeah, man, we got to get more involved in that. I remember there was one in Seattle a couple of years back. They were trying to get down to. But if we do it, I got the robe for it.
I wasn't
yeah.
aware there were big Lebowski.
Oh yeah,
There's a huge one in LA, like the biggest one, where they actually have huge, like they have concerts. They have some of the original cast come by.
So you're a Lebowski, I'm a Lebowski.
Yeah, there's just tons of like little like a whole weekend full of activities and events.
Yeah.
I saw like
Everyone
a
comes
25-minute doc on the man that the dude character is based on.
Mhm. He's like a film producer in LA. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Is he
it's
really?
pretty cool
Yeah.
to see.
Oh shit. I heard the because I was given this book called "So You're a Lebowski, I'm a Lebowski" by my sister a couple of years back for Christmas, and it's just sort of documenting, that everyone's take on all the actors who were in the film and different fans and like sort of how the cult began and stuff like
Right.
that. But it's a phenomenal book, and it's got some great like sort of interviews, not only with like the cast, but also with people who like have started these things around the States. But what they were saying is that in California, where they'd done all the shooting at the original bowling alley, the lanes there, can't remember what they're called, they actually had to tear it down. Like they tore it down to build
Yeah.
a school or something, and there was this like big hubbub of people being like, "You can't do it, man!
Yeah.
You can't tear down those."
I went by
lanes."
Joe's Cafe when I was in LA,
Oh, nice.
but it's used like for numerous different, like it's just there sitting empty, not as a working cafe, but just for somewhere to film for anybody who wants to. They also use it for American History X as the cafe there.
Did
bunch
you go
of
to the
other
In-N-Out
movies.
Burger
I've absolutely. Well, there's tons in
Oh,
LA. I
okay.
mean, it's like it's the freaking
on
staple
Radford?
for a
Did
lot
you go to
of
the
people.
one in Radford?
I went to the one off, I think, in Santa Monica.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it was really good.
Fuck,
Do you
man.
think there's people that take the Big Lebowski thing like way too seriously,
course.
like
Oh, yeah.
Trekkies?
Well, I think
Oh, yeah.
I think when people are constantly quoting it, like in everyday life, like too much, and it kind of ruins it for me a bit.
No, but is there someone that walks around like Monday to Friday, 24 hours a day as the
Full-time
dude
job?
or something?
Casey, there are people who dress
Probably.
up as animals and fuck each other.
They're
There's
called
definitely-
homeless. They're called homeless people.
I want
Homeless,
to meet
unemployed
this guy
people.
though.
Yeah, it's just a code name for a homeless guy.
Of course, all the Big Lebowski is based off of Dashiell Hammett and Raymond Chandler novels, like the old Gumshoe, detective novels.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
The Glass Key is basically the novel that the Big Lebowski is based under. It's like a
So the Coen
detective.
brothers.
It's like
did they write it? Like the
Oh,
Coen
Yeah,
brothers
did they
wrote
take the
Lebowski.
dialogue?
Well-
This is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass right from the book.
Well, they definitely adapted it to be that. Yeah, for sure.
That's cool though. That's it. I mean, that's what the Coens have done very well. I think is been able
Yeah.
to adapt.
I don't know what
old
their
stories
their
into-
next one is, but
There's
Yeah.
been a lot of good ones.
I don't think they've actually made a stinker. I must say.
I can't name
No.
one that I like didn't enjoy watching.
Maybe the least favorite is that one with Tom Hanks. I forget.
They did a
But it's
fucking
like
movie
a-
with Tom Hanks.
Yeah. It's kind of like Disney. Not Disney. There's lots of like violence in it. That,
Not the one
forget.
where he got stranded on the island.
Stranded on the
Oh, I
Island.
hated that movie.
Oh, that's
Wilson!
Oh my god, that movie
That wasn't
just
that
wouldn't
bad.
end, man. It
I think the
wouldn't
movie you're
end.
thinking of is No Country for Tom Hanks.
Yeah, that's right.
He
Yeah.
comes back to civilization, and the movie's still not over.
I know. You're like,
And-
really? Really?
They had like a
Right.
little parody on the new Robot Chicken with that too, with
Oh, really?
Wilson and everything. And then Wilson comes and like murders, like he gets Tom Hanks to murder his wife.
Oh
It's
god.
funny. Anyways,
Yeah. Oh, they're making a new Dumb and Dumber. That's
Oh
great.
good.
Oh,
Didn't they already make
no.
a second Dumb and
Yeah,
Dumber?
they did. They did a Dumb and Dumber.
Really?
But
Which is
I mean,
really
but they
bad.
had no Jim
But-
Carrey or who was the other guy?
Jeff Daniels.
Jeff Daniels.
Yeah, who was also in Looper.
he was good.
They had like
That's one of the bad
two-
guys.
Dumb and Dumber was like the worst movie ever. I think it probably got like 1 out of 10 on.
I didn't know
IMDb.
there was a sequel without Jim Carrey.
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
a
yeah.
guy who looks like Jim Carrey, but
So
is
their
like
younger
a
selves in
quarter
high
of as
school.
funny as he
Yeah.
is.
It's when you thought it couldn't get
terrible.
any worse.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The first one was awesome.
Dumb and Dumber
Yeah,
was
the
great.
first
Another
one was
one.
great.
I saw it in the theaters.
When they're
and it was
like
just
Aspen
howling.
and they're like
We may have
orange and
seen-
purple
may have-
suits.
We may have seen it.
Yeah, definitely. I fucking love that movie.
You know what? Looper really reminded me a lot was Heat, and I remember watching that in the theaters
That was a fucking sweet movie. It was really
because they
long.
had
though.
the diner
love Heat.
scene. They
How
had the
long was
diner
Looper?
scene.
Was it like 3 hours long?
No, it was 2
2.
hours. It was an
Okay.
hour and 50 minutes.
I
That's
thought
not
Looper
bad.
was more like an ode to Time Cop.
That's what I was thinking when you guys mentioned it. Except he's like a time assassin, isn't he?
Yeah.
So you need to incorporate Jean-Claude
You
Van
gotta send
Damme
Van
as
Damme
the
in.
like the guy chasing the
Bruce Willis.
assassin.
Oh, that
Yeah,
would be a
Van Damme
sweet
and Bruce
movie.
Willis. There you go. There's
Wow.
the spin-off right there.
No, I like
just saw a movie with
JVCD.
Jean-Claude Van
You got to
Damme
get to
in it.
work on this.
Oh yeah, what was that? Six bullets?
Six
yeah,
bullets,
that's what
yeah.
it was.
Like released straight to DVD. I
Was
don't
it
think
any
that was in
good?
the theaters. Not really, but you
No.
know,
If it was straight to DVD, it might have been filmed in Vancouver.
I
It,
wouldn't
it
be
was
surprised.
covering, the very important human trafficking issue, which meant lots of naked chicks.
It did.
Wow,
Lots
but
of
like,
And there were some big.
not the kind you want to go see though. Right?
That's true. I totally almost confused that with the Seagal movie I just saw again, like recently, where he goes to like salvage a U.S.
That was filmed
military.
in Vancouver.
Everything Seagal is filmed in Vancouver.
I've worked with him.
Yeah, I think our buddy Clay.
He
was
never
doing
can remember
chef
his
work for him,
lines.
too.
Always uses cue cards.
He does?
Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah, and then like for any kind of his over-the-shoulder sort of coverage, that has a stand-in that like has basically the same tint of orange
Oh my
skin that
God.
he has.
They're like, we're gonna spray tan you as much as he is,
Yeah.
and go.
and I don't think he could even like take 10 steps to his mark on set without being driven. You know, like the closest he could ever possibly get.
I couldn't believe
Like
that.
I was surprised
reality.
Like
he
golf
wasn't
carted?
carried. No, like in like this Lincoln Navigator or whatever.
Have you seen the reality TV show he's in?
No,
Where he's a cop in New Orleans.
I don't want to see it.
He has a reality
Crazy.
TV show. That's so wrong.
It's a it's a reality.
Who the
show.
fuck
It's
doesn't
real.
have a
He's
reality TV
actual
show
like
now?
sheriff down
Him and
there.
Shaq should team up.
They should. That would be unstoppable.
Shaq and Seagal.
Shaq's a sheriff.
Yeah, they both are.
What?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm dead serious.
Yeah, they've both been deputized.
What? But they probably just like donated money to some police
No, they go
fucking
on
thing.
patrols and stuff.
What?
And they have police dogs and everything.
Imagine
But
seeing Shaq get
it's
out of a
really
And
like
they got a
ride
badge,
along,
too, that they
right?
gave him.
He'll be
Oh,
driving
shit,
down
man.
the street in a
They
cop
gave him
car
a
and he'll be
badge,
like,
so he must
"What's
be a
up,
cop.
bud?"
That badge will only cost him $1
The
million
black
bucks
and
donated
white.
to
The
the
props
fucking-
guys are still
Stay out of
still
trouble,
asking
blood.
for
Shaq just drives the cruiser with his head
He's,
sticking
like,
out the
really
sunroof.
fat, right? He's like,
Oh my God.
Seagal's, yeah, he looks like a balloon. Not as bad as Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer looks like a orange.
I didn't think-
He's a whale.
I thought
Val
Seagal
Kilmer looked like
yeah.
he traded places with a potato.
I thought Seagal was pretty good in
Pretty bad.
like Mad
Machete.
Mardigan, no.
Machete.
Machete.
Oh, Machete.
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 Matete.
With the Mexican actor.
Donnie Trejo.
Yeah.
The new one's going to be pretty good.
There's a new one, eh?
Yeah. Machete kills
Yeah.
again.
Kills again, yeah.
Is that it's another Tarantino project?
Robert Rodriguez.
Rodriguez,
Yeah.
right. Okay.
But like, there's people like us will go see that.
Yeah,
for sure.
and there's two
Yeah.
others that we'll go see. Django Unchained
Of course, yeah.
and The Man with Iron Fists, which is the
Which is RZA's
first.
directorial
Yeah.
debut.
Oh my
nice.
God.
Yeah.
You know what I thought was cool about Django Unchained is they have this one still of Jamie Foxx and he's smoking red apple cigarettes.
Oh,
just
yeah.
like they had
That's
in
that's
Pulp
a
Fiction.
that's a through line with all of Tarantino's work is the red apple.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he likes cereal too. Apparently he's just obsessed with cereal, so you'll see that a lot.
I
in
think
his
that's Jerry
movies.
Seinfeld you're thinking of.
I was thinking the other
His
day.
rider is like, I need 25 boxes of cereal, all individually marked, and I want 3 types of milk. I want like fucking yada.
Is
Oh, I'm
there a
not coming.
particular brand?
I don't know. I did like really kind of
Like is
retro.
he cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs?
Probably.
Can you guys
Or-
think of any
or
major
Chocola.
movies that have had a scene
Count
where someone's
Chocula.
eating ass?
Like felching.
Well, there's Requiem for a Dream where they're going ass to ass.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like licking an asshole.
Oh.
Well, I don't think you get
lots
that
of
in an R
pornos.
rating, dude.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think I've seen that in a movie either.
It's not going to be out in the
Porn.
mainstream.
Maybe
We're not quite ready
all
for
the
that.
screenwriters out there listening to this could maybe put that into their
There
scripts.
you go. Let's
Groundbreaking.
Just
work
randomly.
It's
let's work in the
groundbreaking.
ass licking scene and
Joey
go.
Diaz would
Action
definitely have
line,
to play the
Sally
character
licks the
doing
ass.
that.
Do you-
Again.
When a blind person's trying to read like an erotic novel, do you think like the braille is just like braille or it's like picture like indents of like pussies and dicks and stuff like that?
I think they're words.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably worded. But maybe there's
Yeah.
like
'Cause blind
illustrative
people-
sections that are braille, so it's like
Yeah,
outlines
there's
of
probably
stuff.
one that's like of a woman's body, like a pinup or something.
Yeah, you can feel it while you're reading, so you use your right hand to feel the body and your left hand to go through the words.
No, you use the left hand to stroke your dick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
you
right.
don't know anything about reading porn.
Damn. yeah,
Braille
yeah.
porno.
Damn video.
What do you read form letters and stuff? This is why you're saying this.
When I was a kid, if I could get my hands on a Penthouse, I'd definitely read those letters.
The form
they were
letters?
hot,
Yeah,
man.
Oh, well, you got to read the Penthouse when you find it. Yeah.
All you gotta do is read
Utilize the
5
content,
Shades
not
of
just
Grey.
the photos.
apparently.
You find
Remember
it
the first
somewhere
time
in
you
the
see a
woods.
Penthouse and you're like, whoa, that's actually where you put your dick.
Yeah,
Because
because Playboy would do
you
it.
just,
Yeah,
you just
for
see
sure.
like pubes and stuff like that.
It was the more
No
like
entry.
nastier freaking
Oh,
version, and then
completely.
Hustler was even more. It was just
Well, Playboy,
cheesy
you wouldn't ever
nasty.
see a guy and a girl together, right?
That's
No,
true.
it was more like pin-up modeling.
It was all
Yeah.
stuff.
it was all
The-
airbrushed
It's
and like
classier.
diffused light.
It's a
and everything.
lifestyle magazine.
Yeah.
It's
That's
not a
right,
porno
that's right.
mag.
You
Mhm.
can learn about all the new gadgets and gadgets.
But
and
they
look at
had
some
bigger
boobs.
Yeah.
bigger names on the Playboy though.
Oh yeah, that
for-
Playboy had more money for sure.
Well, and
But-
a lot more
Well, it's
celebrities.
more reputable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot more celebrities like Drew Barrymore was.
Lindsay Lohan was recently on there.
Yeah, but I think
So-
they're
Lindsay.
they're
I've
a
already
lot,
seen it. Machete.
And still we don't have Scarlett Johansson.
ScarJo.
Tier.
Well,
There are some
there's
naked
pics of
photos
her.
of
I
her.
know,
The
yeah,
guy
I
hacked her
know.
phone and put them on the
Yep,
internet.
I was straight to
Nice.
the internet as soon as I heard that.
If you're in the public eye, like that's what's gonna happen. Basically,
gonna
if
get
you're in
your
the public
phone
eye,
hacked.
people want
Yeah.
to see you naked too.
That's
It
true.
doesn't seem like it's
Especially
really
her.
that difficult to wirelessly go into someone's computer or their phone and then just extract whatever data you want now.
And
No, if you
even
got
when
the
you're
know-how.
using your banking information, on your phone and everything, like, and
Oh,
you're
yeah.
using a public
Yeah, that's
Wi-Fi,
sketchy,
people
man.
can actually, just
There's a
Google,
guy-
Google Wallet
for
seems
sure.
like kind of a sketchy thing too.
totally.
There's a writer at
Completely.
Wired right now who's trying to live for I don't know how long, like a few months,
Just with Google Wallet, right?
completely with
Yeah,
his cell phone,
I
nothing
saw
else.
that article.
Mm.
So you like can't pay for anything that requires cash.
Only Google Wallet.
That's
Yeah.
a challenge.
Google Wallet or like apps, like a Starbucks app to buy his coffee.
Good luck with your
Right.
100-mile
However, I
challenge,
mean,
bro.
I could see in another
Yeah.
few years' time when we're able to perfect.
Can he
that a
not
little
talk
bit
to
better.
anybody? Do they have to text him back and forth?
No, it's just
While
for,
listening
just
to
for
his
purpose.
iPod.
No, it doesn't go that far. That'd be
That would
insane.
suck.
You can only talk to people through your phone. Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Ugh.
Like someone walks up, they're like, "Hi."
That never
hold on.
happens.
Hello.
Well, I guess
How
if
are
you're-
you?
Yeah.
No, if you're
Yeah.
deaf.
Send.
If I have a deaf cousin, I know that probably works for him.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, Dan
'Cause, you know,
uses it.
Yeah, instead
Yeah.
of they'd take out
Yeah.
a notepad and be like, and point to it.
And they
you'd
go
be
like,
Yeah.
You're like, oh, you're deaf, and I have to use the pen.
Oh
to
man,
communicate."
the
'Cause
advent
nobody
of
knows sign
texting
language.
has
Yeah.
helped people who are deaf immensely.
And must
like,
have, yeah.
Like Dan, our friend Dan, man.
Yeah.
That guy does he's just like a
Well, he's
miracle
on
typer.
Facebook
Guy's
all
like,
the time,
"Ba-da-da-da-da."
right?
But
Hmm.
I realize like he's very intelligent. Like he wrote us as no, like I'm not
You're like,
Yeah.
dude, for the
I'm
first
not just
16 years I
inferring
knew
that-
the guy. I
that
thought
he
he was
was
an
deaf.
idiot.
He was an
guy.
idiot.
You just
But no,
actually
smart.
I was
very
never
But
true.
all those groans are just
I was
some
never
sort of
able
mental deficiency.
to realize how smart he was because
Yeah.
I could never communicate.
This is
right?
why I
so
think
is when you're able to someone can write out fully and quickly for you what they're thinking and
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
surmise their
it
thoughts
changes
in word.
everything.
You're like, wow, okay, I can actually like communicate
Yeah.
right now, and it's fast.
Yeah.
Because my cousin, he was born in Trinidad, and so everyone down there
Is deaf.
is slightly more. It was slightly more like
whole
10,
country
of
10 or
deaf
20
people.
years behind the times, right? Like back in the 70s.
Yeah.
So
Their flag's an ear
So-
with a crossed out.
no, but we also call deaf people dumb, right? Which is part of that. But
No, dumb means you're mute.
Yeah,
I know,
Dom's like,
but
you can't
it
speak.
just and then we called stupid people dumb.
Right.
You know, because we associate somebody who can't communicate with being of low intelligence.
Yeah.
So my aunt, I swear, I think she thought that her son was like retarded for like the first 10 years of his life, and then she sent him to Florida to live with another aunt and go to a school for the deaf there.
Yeah.
But he's as intelligent as anybody else. He's a normal person.
You just can't communicate, right?
Yeah, and I think that's something that I guess we had in the past is this preconception of like, oh, if you can't hear, then you're also stupid.
Yeah.
But it's just it was a communication issue.
Exactly.
It's the exact same thing with
Yeah.
mental illness and the way people perceive
Yeah.
that.
Well,
Yeah.
with cerebral palsy as well, because there's the lack of communication. And I think I told you this. The girl in grade 9, we had an English assignment, and she wrote this like crazy story that you'd think like some famous writer, but it's like she had to like type out each
Punch by
individual
punch,
thing
yeah.
and then have her assistant help
It's
her
like
with
you
it.
don't realize what's unlocked until it is, you know?
Yeah,
Do you
like,
mean
she
like
was so
like
brilliant.
diving bell and the butterfly way of communicating type of thing?
The blinks of an eye.
What does that mean?
Well,
Okay,
that
diving
that
bell and the
film.
butterfly is a movie where a
Great
guy
movie.
gets what is he? I think it's a stroke, but he can only use
Yeah,
like
I think
part
I
of
think
his
it was an
face.
accident, right?
Yeah, it's like a car accident. I
Yeah.
think.
Something like that. But anyways, the only way that guy can communicate is with blinking. So his
He's paralyzed.
assistant has to like
Quadriplegic.
go down a list of letters and then letter by letter arrange the words he's spelling
Yeah.
into like he
So
wrote
it's like a
book
whole
too.
book that way.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And it's a true story, isn't it?
I
Isn't
don't
it?
know.
I think
I don't know,
it's
man.
based on a
That seems
true
like a
story,
fate worse
yeah.
than death to me.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be pretty tough.
Well, yeah, it must be so hard having all these thoughts, you know, and a need to express and not being able to do it.
And not being able to get your
You know?
pump.
Well, is there a way that, like, you know, with the rate of which technology
Yeah.
and biotechnology is being
Definitely.
you know, taken further, I think at some point we'll be able to translate our brain, like signals from our brain.
We
of what-
already are doing
They'll
that.
Yeah,
probably
we're
just
g- we're-
transplant your brain into a DARPA robot and turn you into a killer.
something like that. That
Well,
might happen too.
into a drone.
But no, I mean, there's got to be a way that we can, you know, make those thoughts that someone has that they can't communicate because of, you know, physical deformity or whatever.
Make your thoughts my thoughts.
No, it's just like a way to translate your thought
Can
into
you see
an
what
actual
I
written product or
see?
like a vocalization, right? Like
Yeah.
have a vox box basically speaking for someone from their brain
40
pattern,
ox?
like
Talls?
40 talls.
Yeah, well, I
40's a
think
box.
This
like
guy sounds like Zapp and Roger all the time.
I know that they have an
Boom.
implant for your
Boom.
eye now, so if you have a certain type of blindness, you can see shapes and light again.
Yeah,
So-
like the Iborg documentary.
Yeah, and that's pretty old now. It's like what 2 or 3 years old at least. So I know we're making progress that way, and I think it's the same for deaf people.
Wasn't
I
the
saw-
Iborg just a webcam in his eye essentially?
Yeah.
How do they power that kind of thing though? How do you?
External battery pack.
So he's got like a pack on him.
Yeah,
It just runs in. Huh? Crazy.
yeah. But I've
Yeah, remember it was connected to his smartphone.
I saw a clip.
Oh shit!
I don't know if
remember
you
that.
guys have seen that clip on the internet of like some like teenage girl hearing for the first time.
I have.
She had some kind of a microchip implanted in her brain.
I thought it was like she was younger. It was like a 9-year-old or
Can you
something.
imagine if the first thing she heard was like a fart?
If you were in the room,
You'd
yeah.
still
She's
love
like,
it.
she's
It
like, I
wouldn't
don't want to
matter.
hear anymore.
Well,
like,
yeah. you
take
just
away
be
my
like,
sense of smell,
okay.
please.
Yeah, you're like, okay, well, shit. Hearing good, smell gone. I think if there's a
Swap
sense
these
that
out.
I couldn't have, I'd probably want to let go of smell.
We don't need
Yeah.
smell as much anymore.
It's like
You
the
need
least
it to
important.
taste, though.
You do, but
Well, you
Yeah.
don't. It makes
You do,
the
but
taste
It
more
amplifies your
enhanced.
sense of taste.
but-
Like,
Yeah.
it'd be
it
like-
was there to not eat poisonous stuff back when we didn't know.
Is that
what
what
was.
the nose is for? To make sure we could
Yes,
discern if
smell
something
before
was
you
gonna
eat.
kill
That's
us?
supposed to be the old rule, right? Like, but now everything's kind of
Yeah.
refrigerated.
Still
and
applies
Yeah.
to pussy.
Give it a smell before you eat.
I don't really think you get
Before
the
you
choice,
flick
really.
the bick.
Before you flick the pick, make sure you smell the pick. I don't know. That doesn't make sense.
Pick and flick.
Hey, speaking of it,
Pick
what
one.
is it like to have sex with Darcy, Casey?
Don't answer that.
There's
No comment.
If
Nice.
for our listeners who do not
Dodge.
know, Casey and Darcy are having relations of some sort.
Hey, gorgeous.
Hello.
Well, she's actually the first female we've ever had on the Westcoast Highlife. So
Yeah,
I'd like
that's
to
what
say
happens
as
when
well.
you're
your
audience.
girlfriend.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, I was waiting for someone to turn on me.
I knew it was going to be that guy.
Well, you know,
Yeah, I was
he does.
waiting.
He does have a
Ben-
bandana on right
I
now.
only have one more question. Okay, so like before, if I when I go to the dentist, of course, like I floss and I brush and I try my best to make sure my mouth is good. Do girls like spend time getting their beaver correct before they go get checked out at the gynecologist, or is it just like you deal with what you get gynecologist and that's your choice?
I
career?
couldn't speak for all women, but personally for me, I would definitely want to take a shower first. You know,
But you don't have to like groom, you know. Before you
No,
go see
I'm not like,
somebody.
ooh, I'm gonna go get a wax done.
Yeah.
Gotta go see the gyno.
Yeah.
I'm gonna vajazzle the shit out of me.
Fuck
It's like
yeah.
the people who clean up their place.
Have you heard
before
about the
cleaning when he
vajazzle?
gets there.
No,
See,
is
like,
that
in-
a
in
real
a-
thing?
Oh my god, explain the vajazzle.
Basically, like, I guess, you know, if sometimes girls have like,
Sparklies.
or like, I guess the bedazzler. That's
Yeah,
on,
I'm familiar with the
think
bedazzler.
of like stick-on bedazzlers on your vag.
No. Well,
Yeah, they like put in like fake jewelry down
Yeah.
there.
Like, but not like piercings. Like, I
top.
mean, you can do
Is it-
piercings.
is
So
it
like
glued on?
rhinestones.
Rhinestones, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Follow
And
the
how-
rhinestones.
And
And
there's-
how long and how are they affixed?
Yeah, how does that work?
I would assume
think it's
by
just an
an
adhesive.
adhesive. Yeah.
Adhesive.
I haven't been
Non-chemical
bedazzled.
is never known to.
Non-toxic.
See, like
make-
in a bit of brutal
yeah.
honesty, I have to do it the other way around because I remember one time I went to my doctor. I needed to get some shit checked out, and he's like, "Dude, like, why are your balls shaved?" And I was like, my girlfriend likes it. So now I have to like not do anything to my crotch for like a month if I want to go get anything checked
Really?
out.
Your doctor asked you why you shaved your balls?
Yeah.
That's a kind of a
It's a
weird
life-
question. You're
lifestyle
like, that's
issue.
none of your fucking business. Just look at my balls already.
He may have been asking like, did
I
the hair
thought
fall out itself?
I thought
or-
I had a tumor on one of my balls, but it was just like a vein.
It was just normal.
Dude, I was
a tumor.
I was really scared. I thought
Oh,
I
yeah.
had cancer. I was almost crying.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
people, yeah.
No,
so
that shit-
basically, you saw your balls for the first time, thought they looked
No,
weird,
I
and
felt
freaked
them.
out.
No, it wasn't
first
like a
time he's
big
ever
lump,
shaved
but I
in
could
his
feel
life.
it. I
Yeah.
could feel it, and I was just like, I
You're
don't
like,
really
what
want
is
to take
that
a
doing
chance
there?
with this because I need this ball.
Yeah.
Did you
Well, you have two of them.
Did you
I've had a
shave with
couple
a dry
scares like
razor,
that.
or how did you do that?
What?
I've never shaved my balls, so I'm curious.
Really?
Fuck yeah, with the Mach
Wow.
3.
Oh, dude, that's
I've never
sketch,
put
man.
a razor
Never-
blade right to them.
I have,
Just-
yeah.
just do
I
the
have always.
electric.
That's
There's
what you
guards
have to do. It.
on the body hair trimmers.
Yeah,
and
just
I like
do
the
the
safety
electric.
of the guard.
Yeah, I wouldn't go full open blade.
You,
Yeah.
These guys are a bunch of
you gotta
pussies.
take it all off, or else you have the prickly pear, and then I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
That's-
I know.
that's
tough
It's,
getting
just,
a girl
it's
to
even
suck
worse.
your balls that
Yeah,
way.
it's worse than having long ass shit on there. You know what I just recently heard though? Is that you can actually, there's a guy somewhere that ran too fast and actually damaged one of his balls
And
so
this
much
is
that he
why I
had to
don't
get
run.
exactly. So we were talking
It's
about
called a twisted
you should not
testicle.
run at all, and because
Ever.
you might lose a
Well,
ball.
it's to do with
That
how,
was my
how
excuse in
tight
PE class.
how tight your pants are, and
Yeah.
because of like the whole skinny jean fad,
Yeah.
a lot of guys have been getting like twisted testicles and all kinds of like
yeah.
testicle problems.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Yeah.
first world problem.
So when I'm just walking around work and like not hustling my ass, I'm just gonna say I want to keep both my balls. I'm sorry.
Sorry, no running.
Yeah. So no running. Like I'm just gonna do the bare minimum. You know, I'm gonna be very
You
safe.
should say that around
No.
the pool.
That needs to be a new stipulation.
No
in the
running
union
around the
contracts.
pool if you want to keep both your testicles.
Yeah, exactly.
Article
So-
3.1. Thou
So
shalt
let's-
not run
so-
for saving my own balls.
Let's have a war against any kind of fitness that requires running
Agreed.
for the safety of balls.
We do this in the name of balls.
Yeah,
And
to recreate.
please, no tighty whities, no
Yeah,
tight
that's
pants.
correct.
What-
just-
No skinny
Wasn't there,
jeans.
Yeah.
Casey,
I
you were
only wear boxer briefs.
talking about this guy who
They're
had started some
tight.
movement about like, what was it, the foreskin
tight.
movement, or what was this?
Oh my god, I have a
Oh.
picture on my phone
Oh.
of the protest downtown.
Was it a foreskin protest?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, what is
And he
it?
actually
The
took pictures of this?
Canadian Foreskin Awareness
They had
Society?
Yeah.
a big
or-
banner on Fort Street, like a whole crew of people, and it was like "Save your foreskin" or something like that.
Like
Yeah.
save it once they've been
Like
cut
don't.
off.
It's a like
As
don't
in,
don't nip
cut
it.
it off.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's this whole movement now of
See if I
like.
can find it.
Yeah,
Right.
there.
Randos.
I guess.
Well, I guess I'm
during,
a part of that then.
during the Pride
Yeah.
Festival, there was a guy that was like, he had a booth
Mhm.
to show people that having a foreskin was completely normal, because I guess there's a lot of people who have
'Cause you're
foreskins are
fucking born with one?
ostracized.
There's that
But
stigma.
no, he would basically like stuff grapes into his foreskin to prove that it was normal.
That's so fucking weird.
Someone holding a sign on Fort Street that says "Foreskin is fabulous."
Yeah, I had to take a
thought-
picture of it.
Are you
Yeah.
sure? Are you sure he just wasn't trying to like enlarge his foreskin similar way like an
Stretch
African
it?
woman will put a disc in her lip
Or
or
the
in her
ear-
ear?
earlobes.
Yeah.
Everyone,
I
Maybe he's
everyone
just
who's
trying-
holding a sign in this picture is female.
Maybe he's just trying to rock like a huge elephant trunk.
possibly I wasn't there, but I know that he tours around the States and
I bet his
Canada.
foreskin is like just as long as his dick, so it's got this like flappy weird thing. That just
Can I
hangs off
can I
the
ask
neck.
you a question, Casey, about foreskin and not foreskin? Does it make a difference?
To me, not really.
Because that's always been.
I think it's more. It makes a difference to the guy. I know guys
Really?
like with foreskins.
Because there's always been this like kind of I don't know myth that it's better without it, or for a girl, or
You know who would
I
know?
don't know.
If you don't,
Duncan.
yeah,
he had
a
he had gone both
a
ways.
late term foreskin abortion.
Did he?
Yeah.
Really? Oh,
why?
I don't
of
know.
a medical issue.
Okay.
He had
Yeah.
to, they had to nip the tip.
I was surprised how many people actually choose at 15 or 16. They're just like, I'm embarrassed by my foreskin.
wow.
I would never do that.
Like-
I think it's like it's genital mutilation.
Yeah.
I
At
honestly,
that
I
point,
kind
it
of agree
is
with these
because you're
people.
already grown into it.
Unless you have
Yeah.
a medical reason to do it.
Yeah.
Like, why are you snipping the tip of baby dicks?
I
You
don't know,
like
man.
that's fucked up.
If you listen to Joe Rogan's podcast lately, he's been fucking ranting and raving about how rabbis.
Oh,
will,
he
like,
never
suck
rants and
the
raves.
tip of the dick, and he's just losing his shit.
He always loses his shit about
It's
everything.
crazy,
Really
though.
Did he relate it to MMA fighting?
Probably.
You know something about freaking those guys and everything. MMA. That was
MMA killed boxing.
Well, boxing was kind of on its way out anyway. It was definitely losing a lot of
We
old sport
totally
men.
missed this thing about foreskin and whether girls like it or not, because we missed that. So
I've never got any
Oh.
complaints, and I have my foreskin.
Yeah, I would
Same here.
say
I am
the
foreskin.
only thing is you gotta
Really?
keep it clean.
None of us.
Exactly.
I wash
Like-
my
That's
dick
the whole thing.
every day.
you have to.
Oh, I'm-
Every day.
Hey, I'm not
I think
saying
so.
you're a dirty boy. I'm not accusing you.
No, yeah.
I'm just saying,
My
like,
mind. But
when I've heard girls complain about foreskins, it's when guys aren't, it's
They
like
don't
they're
clean
not
it.
showering
Sure.
before
Hygiene.
and
hippie with a sticky
If you
foreskin.
have foreskin, you have to be on top
Gots
of
to
that.
wash.
shit.
Yeah.
And I think that's why back in the day, like the
It was
old
considered
religions- Yeah, the old
unsanitary
religions were like,
and-
we got to snip this
Yeah,
because
you
it's
only
gonna
get a
get
bath once a
infected.
month.
Somebody's sticking his dick in the pizza again.
Luigi.
But here we are in the
Crap the buffet.
modern society, 21st century. I don't think we need to worry
Yeah.
about it as much.
well, I'm sure there's still some guys that don't know how to clean
But-
their penises.
But a lot
Pretty
of
simple.
They're usually they're
Rudimentary.
probably deaf people.
No, I just think there's lazy
Come
guys
on,
out
Dan.
there.
nobody's telling them. There's no sign
The
language for it.
guy that is so selectively lazy, he's in the shower, he washes every part of his body. He's like, leave that foreskin. Fuck it.
It's like how like
It's not
kids
gonna
are
get
taught to
used
brush
anyway.
their teeth. There's like an informational video like this is how you
Doo-doo-doo.
clean your dick.
Hi,
This is how
Jimmy.
you do
Do
it.
you have a dirty foreskin?
Montel Jordan tells you how to clean your foreskin.
They'll start
gotta-
making like brushes for the foreskin, like the
You gotta-
foreskin
you
cleaner
gotta-
brush.
You got to bring it up to the west side.
The more you know.
Doo-doo-doo. That's right. We'll have a new special on NBC. And so that was a great foreskin chat there.
Yeah.
And we came to a
We
bit of a
went deep.
synopsis that perhaps society needs to back up off and leave our foreskins alone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it sounds like we're actually joining the Canadian foreskin awareness.
Perhaps
Foreskin
we
is
just were not
fabulous.
putting any
Maybe we're
grapes
not
down
quite
there.
as radical though. I
No.
don't really need a guy putting grapes in his penis.
Yeah,
What,
that's-
what does the hospital do with the foreskins? They just like accumulate them and feed them to a coyote after a while?
They're
Like,
like,
they just throw them down the human waste chute.
what do
or,
we do
like-
with the foreskins?
What do
Maybe
they
they-
do with
the
any
cat-
Maybe-
bio waste?
You
There's
must have
some
an
weird-
incinerator for
There's
all that
some
kind
weird
of
nurse
shit.
at home with like a ton of jars full of like formaldehyde with just like hundreds of foreskins.
She puts
There's
it
probably
right,
some like really demented hospital workers.
right next to the
like,
pickle jar.
No,
Just
they,
everything.
I
Just
bet
been
you they
keeping
sell
them?
them to the black markets and like it's
Ooh.
supposed
Black
to be like
people love
And then
foreskin.
No,
comes
if-
Halloween. He's like, guess who made this
No, they-
costume full of?
They keep it
No,
for
or it's like
people
if
who
you
want
eat
to
it,
They
then
ship 'em to
you'll
China.
be more. You'll get
They'll
your
eat anything
mojo
there.
or
or for
He
something.
makes a
circumcised
leather
guys
face.
that want
Yeah.
to reattach them.
Oh, it's a foreskin Halloween mask.
If you want a
Dude.
penile rejuvenation, you can get it.
As Leatherface.
A leather,
Oh.
a leather.
Sewing on
Peen.
like a dead horse.
Oh, that's vicious.
Now my life is complete.
And they're all just different shades of skin, you know.
They're like,
Oh.
hey baby,
Yeah.
I
I want
got
a
a
black
surprise.
foreskin.
Guess what I got
There's
done
one black
today?
right
Then
here.
you're
Having a two-tone dick.
Super
Yeah,
dick.
it'd totally be two-tone, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah.
It turns into a zombie.
My dick, for some reason, is like way more
Oh.
tan than the rest of my body. And every once in a while, I'll look at it in the shower and be like, when did you go to Cuba?
Are you sure it's not just like raw from?
No, red is different than brown.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it might be bruising then.
Internal bleeding.
Just punching the shit out of your dick.
Gotta lay off that.
Show you to not have an orgasm. Whap, whap.
It's all your fault.
Do you like?
Has
use-
nothing to do with the fact that I already jerked off 10 times today.
Do you use like a tanning
Never,
lotion?
no. I'm a dry
moisturizer?
guy.
Spray on tanner.
I'm a dry guy.
I bet you do. I bet you have like the Life spray, the Life fake tanner moisturizer.
Well, I will have that
and
when
you
it goes
use
red
that as
flare,
a
but I
lube.
will, and I will do that eventually. But no, I don't
That's
want
right.
to. I don't want to make it more brown.
You're like constantly playing catch up with your dick.
Constantly battling the skin.
Shit, man,
tone
I
of
gotta
my
go back
dick.
out in the
Trying
sun.
to tan to match.
At least it's not like white lightning. Like,
Oh,
hey
well,
baby,
I
I
mean,
glow in the dark.
I have a pretty serious tan line. So, speaking of which, Hulk Hogan's porno came out.
Oh, right.
no.
And
Yes.
Hulk Hogan,
Speaking of tanning.
he has the same tan line as me, except his looks way more, like stark
Thongish?
because
Doesn't he have a thong?
well,
tan
his
line?
leather makes it look like her skin. Sorry,
Okay.
it's pretty leathery.
I just want to know more about this.
Let's,
Hulk Hogan
let's,
porno, like,
elaborate a
What
bit.
what year was it
Is
made?
this
in?
a
Just
new
got
release?
released. His girlfriend set up his girlfriend.
So it was
She
recent.
set up a webcam. Yeah,
Okay.
didn't tell him about it.
See,
so
that's
he's
what I
looking to
wanted to
sue.
know.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Shit.
Because I don't think the Hulkster would go out there and be like, I'm getting into the porn industry, brother.
No, to tell you the truth, I haven't seen it. I heard someone talk about it
Did
on
he
a
show his
podcast.
O face?
And apparently it's just like
Shit's going viral.
apparently after he finishes, it's just like, oh god, I gotta sleep, brother.
What you gonna do, brother?
Oh my god. Wow, Hollywood dabbles into the porn industry.
good.
Off the sleepy land for the Hulkster.
See, the thing is, like,
Not on purpose.
you know,
Say
with-
your prayers, eat your vitamins.
yeah, with like chicks like Paris Hilton and all that who did their like released
One
the,
Night in
s-
Paris.
Kim
the porn
Kardashian.
tape or whatever.
Yeah.
They got big from it. Like,
Paris Hilton looks like she fucks like a sack full of dead cats.
True.
but I don't know.
Like,
Hollywood's
at
just
least
like
Kim
he's not really
Kardashian
gonna
was like
invigorate
taking the
himself
dick
through
and
a porn
like
career.
fucking hard.
It was also black.
I haven't seen
Dude,
that one.
so-
Oh yeah, Ray J was like ramming her
Yeah.
good.
Ray J.
Yeah, Brandy.
was her- yeah.
Brandy, the singer. You know, Moesha,
Yeah.
Yeah.
her younger brother.
Oh my god, he's in porn.
That's his claim?
No,
Well,
he
no, it
has
was
the
just a
porno
sex
video.
tape. Yeah, with
Oh.
Kim Kardashian.
Oh really?
It's a lot of
Yeah.
him like shooting himself. He's like, yeah.
Is-
he like focuses on the good stuff for a while, then he like shoots his face again. He's like, yeah.
Oh my god.
You'll be famous, bro.
Fuck. Well, we're at the 1 minute warning to our hour marker here, so just wanted to say what up to once again to the 14th
Yeah,
edition
one
of our West
final
Coast
thought
Highlife.
here.
We could still keep on going. I bet if people are cool with that.
Wait,
Maybe we'll get high
this is
first.
just a question for you, Darcy.
I only have to go at like quarter two.
Sweet.
Where do you draw the line at giving friends expired food? Would you give me expired milk
no
or
no.
expired meat?
I will give you expired pop, however, because pop really, I mean, it decarbonates
It's
a bit.
sugar.
But
Oh,
it's
it's
still,
decarbonated, all right. When you open it, it sounds like a fart falling out of a dead man's ass.
It's like there's very little puss.
And I've heard
It
that
struggles.
before too.
It struggles to come out.
No,
accurate
I mean,
comparison.
I came into.
Is there a technical term for that? The farting sound that happens when with the air leaving a pussy when you're fucking a girl?
Pussy
queef?
fart.
Well, it's not a queef
A
though.
queef
Oh.
is independent of
Pussy
a dick.
fart.
Yeah, it's
It's
different.
a pussy fart.
Pussy fart.
But it's different though if it's independent of dick. So what's the dick one? What's that called?
You can make it up. You
A
can
beef
make one up.
queef?
Beef queef?
That
I
sounds
don't
good to me. I'm just wondering if there's a
Guys
term
can
for it.
fart from their dicks?
No,
What?
The good ones can.
it's when you're banging a girl and then there's
Oh,
like
right,
it's like the
yeah.
air escape.
I thought that was just pussy fart.
Usually,
Yeah,
usually
isn't
it's
that
when
the
you
same
take your
deal?
dick totally out and then jam it back in.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, when you're having too much fun.
That has to be another name than
Having
queef
too much
for that,
fun.
I just thought it was a pussy fart.
though. Oh.
There's only one time in my whole life
Girls
where I can
don't
remember having
generally
a
do
fart
that
during
unless
sex that I
they're
was
having
embarrassed
sex.
of.
What's that?
There's only one time in my life where I can think of a fart during sex that I was actually really like humiliated.
Were you getting a
Stinky.
blowjob?
No,
69?
I was on top, banging away, and it happened, and like we made eye contact really briefly, and I like stopped fucking, and then I was like, if I stop, I'm gonna have to totally stop, so I just got right back into it.
Did you have a smile on your face when you made eye contact and farted?
No, man, I was
was a
probably like a
shameful,
really
sheepish face.
apprehensive, like, are you okay with this? Like,
It was more like a frown.
I
Like,
haven't come yet, so I still kind of want to go, but.
Oh.
Just a few more.
Were you
pumps.
like pumping and waving your
5
hand
more
behind you
seconds.
to
I'm
like
sorry.
trail the fucking
no,
right
I'd be
away?
like looking to the side, being like, "Wow, I wonder if this is like the deal breaker, and we'll never see each other again."
Did you see
Yes,
it?
we
Yeah.
did. So
So
There was-
there you go.
I remember a chick farted when I was doing that, and it kind of put me off a lot.
Did you have to like?
well,
But-
don't put it in her butt so hard.
Maybe it was just a queef.
You're asking for it.
There you go. Well, on that note, perhaps we should go partake in a
Yes.
marijuana cigarette in return. Although we
Yes.
don't actually smoke weed, so we'll call that something else.
We put it in
Yeah.
our butts.
Smoking marijuana's bad.
Let's go
okay?
have a smoke and come back to this.
It's not as bad as hooping alcohol.
Hooping alcohol.
Yeah, the new craze sweeping the nation.
Oh my god.
Man, why do I want to put alcohol in my stomach when it's just gonna get fucked up by alcohol or stomach acid? When I can just put it in my butt and have it absorbed right into
I've heard about
the good
I've
part
heard
of my
about the
body.
alcohol in the ass.
Is that
parties.
true?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember hooping
Well, that-
was going on when I was
Bobby
in high
Rozzo
school.
told
That's
me
why
a
you
lot
get so
about
much
it.
more fucked up, because when it doesn't pass through your stomach, you don't have to digest it.
Shit.
You went to this party, yeah, where they were doing it.
Yeah,
And they
yeah,
were like funneling fucking beer down their ass.
yeah. I know.
What?
I
Yeah.
like. I haven't
And they
done
got
it. I know
fucking
people who
wasted
have.
off of
Oh
like
yeah.
one or two.
Like it's.
But
But you have to hold it in you. Like,
Yeah,
how do you hold
you'd
it
feel
in
like
you?
you'd have to shit out a whole beer.
you just be shitty brown beer coming out of your asshole after.
Oh
Yeah.
wow! I don't.
I guess you wait till
You
you,
bring
know,
a change
absorb it in
clothes.
your.
Oh, we went
yeah.
there.
You wait. You wait till you absorb it in your liver or
Just
whatever,
another disgusting
and then
frat
you-
Yeah,
boy
you just
Yeah.
gotta
pastime.
hold it long enough to get the alcohol, and
then you just
dispose of the
shit it
liquid.
out.
Ugh.
Ass juice.
You guys
Doesn't
ever
sound like a nice
You
evening.
guys ever put cocaine in your dick hole?
Hells no.
Danny Baldwin has.
Of course.
He's just that good at what he does.
Fucking
He
Baldwin.
just takes a bag of cocaine and fucks it.
Oh, he's got like the Tony Montana fucking pile on his
Yeah.
desk, and he's just giving her, pumping it.
Oh dear.
Just this like dry crust of cocaine stuck to his dick.
So worth it, bro.
Nothing but the classiest humor here on the West Coast Highlife.
I finished off by talking about some coke dick. And not the type you'd think of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, all right. Well, we're
get
gonna have
going.
a smoke here. We'll
All
be
right.
back.
Break time.
Breakage. All right. And that right there is the triumphant return of the West Coast Highlife second half, episode 14. Matty Reed over on the tambourine, Casey playing the water bottle, Alex Klein on the jingle bells, Ben Fudge on the old self, and D-Eclectic right here on the fucking triangle. Shibbity whoa. We have some serious musical talent here.
Hey, that's blasphemous, Biggie.
Oh, okay, yes. This is good. I wanted to talk about
Blasphemy?
no, not blasphemy, but
Racism?
A lot of
not
us.
racism either. Just people being way too sensitive about racial stuff. And what I'm talking about here, are my headphones on right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just can't hear it over Biggie's.
Yeah. Okay, so my
Tribute.
sister for Shambhala this year had a headdress she bought from Bali, and she made this like fur outfit, and her and like 5 or 6 of her friends all dressed up as like a little tribe of Indian girls. So one of the pictures gets posted on Facebook, and this one bitch is like, this picture appeared on my newsfeed, and I felt sick to my stomach. She's like, I don't know if you guys know, but it's really insensitive. And she's like, here's some resources to get you started on your trip to being sensitive again. And it was like links to some bullshit.
Sensitivity training.
And if you know me, like there's really not much that makes me more irritated or angry than people acting really self-righteous. And specifically, white people getting offended for other people on behalf of them because they see something that they feel is insensitive or inappropriate. So I saw this and I was like, I don't care if it's Facebook. I'm getting right on here. Like I'm making this into a beef. So I go, I'm like, get off your fucking pedestal, you idiot. And then I was like, here, if you want, I can give you some resources and send you a picture of my dick. And then finally, I was like, you know what? Sometimes people say I look like a bitch, but I just tell them I'm wearing my Emily costume.
Ooh.
I would love to see you in like a sensitivity circle.
Oh no, it would be actually
It would
fun.
be
Like there would be so much
amazing.
conflict.
There would definitely be a lot of people who would get
There'd be
very
some
angry
crying.
very
I
quickly.
love conflict. It's one of my favorite things.
Like, can you go into like a feminist rights group and just like hang out?
Maybe I think the first thing would just be hang out with Sarah Peeling for a while because
Oh, yeah.
she does not like me for some reason.
Yeah, you guys got off
I
on the wrong
wonder
foot.
why.
Well, here's the thing.
Here it comes. Here it
on,
goes.
on the way, she was kind enough to give me and Darcy a ride home from this party, and I don't know how it came up, but whatever she would talk about, I would just take it and make it about me. So it didn't matter what she talked about. I would just turn around and make it about me, and it just really, really got under her skin to the point where I guess she probably wanted to like set me on fire or whatever. But I haven't seen her since, and I just want to like really, really irritate her.
Sarah's in Montreal now, so she's kind of far away.
I wanted to see that.
I
Gonna
know.
have to do
I
a
just
trip.
wanted to be like, when are we gonna make out, Sarah?
Probably never, but
Alas,
you know,
yeah, probably never. No.
unless you can get to Montreal.
You can just hack Darcy's Facebook and send her messages.
There you go.
I
That's true.
could
Not
just send her,
hack,
I
just
could
like-
just send her messages.
just
I'm
wait-
very
yeah.
charming, you know.
Just go over to his house because the Facebook's always on, so
That's right.
there's no hacking required.
Yeah, that's true.
Might have already
Well,
been
it's
done
just she
once
might
before
not add
too.
you as a friend.
Oh, it's been
I
She
done
don't
might
want
before.
block you.
her. I don't
Yeah.
even want her as a
Before.
friend on Facebook. I don't like her. I just like irritating her.
What did we write on
There-
Darcy's Facebook before?
Oh, dude, you
Remember-
guys don't tend to. Someone outed me. Like, I thought it was Ben. Someone was like, "Yeah, I'm gay," blah blah, and then it was fucking Dallas, and I fucking gave him the gears and had his Facebook open. I was like, I could say some real mean shit right
And
now.
of course, his first thought was to just dogpile on Ben.
Well,
'cause
you
it
know.
must have been him.
No, but
Well,
He,
you
uh,
have a prolonged
of
history
little
with
faith.
Facebook hacking,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
friend.
Yeah,
Little
remember
faith.
the
Well, to be
The JB
fair,
incident. Come on.
Yeah,
He
Yeah.
deserved that, man. He was smoking heroin in our house. You don't fuck with the Crestview boys.
That's definitely
and
right.
he stole
That-
your rent money.
He
that
couldn't
guy
afford
was a
heroin.
Bill
freaking
money.
piece
Yeah.
of shit.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
How do you know someone who like smokes heroin?
Well, Alex,
Exactly. Who brought him
worked
into
with
the
Alex.
house? I guess,
And we were
right?
working together at Tom Harris Cellular, and he's a kid from Saskatchewan. I used to live there.
There's
And I
your
just
first
thought-
mistake.
I thought, okay, I'm gonna take him under my wing. You know, we're working together and whatnot, and he needed a place to live. And me and Darcy just secured a big old house in the Uplands,
The place is
like
wicked.
5 bedrooms, and we needed a 5th roommate to make rent. So,
And he seemed like a solid character.
well, I knew he was working, and he seemed okay. He seemed like a likable guy. And so we move in, and slowly we're noticing food is like eroding. Then he's having trouble paying some bills, and then he needs to borrow money for rent, and it's just kind of going downhill. And finally,
Slippery slope.
I've collected all the money for bills from everybody in the house, and
Yeah.
I'm like about to go make a payment. I go to my stash, like, granted, not the most secure location, but like
Like the side table by the bed.
side table, no, deep in a drawer. Like
In a
you'd have
drawer,
to really
yeah.
route around to like find
Yeah.
it, right?
Or he was sneaky about it and saw you putting it there.
Anyway, so the
Maybe.
money, I would never have done that with him in the room, but the money was missing. So I felt so violated. I was like, oh my God,
Yeah.
like where'd it go? And, you know, all signs kind of pointed to it going to this guy, right? So I confronted him about it. He showed up at some party we were at down the road.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, man, I know it was you. I just want the money back, and you got to move out and all this stuff. And he gave me back like $100 that he still had on him.
yeah.
And then the remaining 200 I couldn't get out of
Went
him.
to
So
crack.
I was like, you're not coming back in the house.
The crack
Like,
cocaine.
You're not allowed back in the house. I was like, we're gonna put all your stuff outside. You can come pick it up. And then he tried to, I don't know, threaten.
Yeah, he showed up with like a crew of
but
car
like
full of dudes.
Alex like called me up this
Oh,
morning.
yeah.
He's like, "Hey, you're moving into this house. He's like, get over here and help me move JD's stuff out." And I'm like, "I'm sold."
Oh,
So yeah, because there was 2 weeks left
It was
in
an
the
epic
month,
house.
and I was
We've
like,
talked
all right,
about it
I'm
lots
already
on
not
this
getting
podcast.
rent. So
Yeah.
I was like, but I do need a guard dog.
So call Ben.
Like call up Ben and move him in, and we move all JD's stuff out. And as we're moving the stuff out, this like sort of crack pipe, I guess, rolls out of his dresser.
Yeah.
I'm
Like, what the fuck
oh,
is this?
Here's the problem.
Yeah. Became all abundantly
So,
clear very
He's one of
quickly.
those dudes I've never seen. Like I've never seen a dude when he's driving his vehicle like puke out the driver's side door. You know,
he did
like
that.
before. Well, he was just on his way out. I wasn't in the car with him, but I just saw him. Just like I'm just gonna go get some more beer, and just
Huh.
pukes is like on the side.
Holy shit.
It's like, and you're all good, man. It's like, no problem. Like,
Oh wow.
that shitty car. I mean, yeah, I think it was like somewhat of a sporty vehicle he had, right?
Oh, you know what? I think that was another girl's car.
Oh, there you
that
go.
Beth
Even
Jones
worse.
loaned us
He
her
was,
vehicle.
yeah.
We
He-
turned all of his hoodies into kimonos.
That's true.
Yeah, the payback that the guys got on the house for what he did was above and beyond. His
Did he deserve it?
mattress.
Yeah, my friend Graham cut a hole in his mattress, stuck his dick inside of it, and pissed in his mattress.
Our other friend Scotty, he was like he was taking dress shirts and just stretching them out from like head to toe. And he was a big guy. He was like 6 foot whatever.
He was probably getting at least 8 inches of stretch per sleeve.
Yeah,
Yeah.
turning dress shirts into robes and whatnot.
And then so after all of that though,
And then we burned his we
We broke his furniture apart and burned it
we
to keep
burned
us
it to
warm.
keep us warm.
that's true. We couldn't afford oil, so we're
And
like,
it fucked up the fireplace and made it all black and
Because
city.
it was full
Oh,
of
yeah.
like varnish and shit.
yeah, that was great.
At the
You were
time we were
probably inhaling some
at the
good
time we were
fumes.
getting
yeah.
some sweet BTUs from that thing.
Oh god, yeah. It was good.
You're like, who
Those were the
needs
good
crack?
winter
We can
months
get
right there.
high.
Those were the
Winter, that
good
was like
winter months.
April.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
That
Oh,
wasn't even that cold out.
but we needed to burn them anyways. That place had 2 fireplaces actually. It was fucking sick.
But he also left his Facebook open.
That
on
was the biggest mistake.
on the
Like I had a
living room
computer in like the main
and this
room.
guy got onto it and
Oh yeah.
expert photoshopped him onto some gay pride parades.
And
Yes.
built a profile for his boyfriend.
yeah,
and
made a
everything,
person
and, like,
up like Domingo
Juan?
or something.
Juan,
Juan,
yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, I saw JD on the street like months later, and he's like, "Dude, my mom almost had a heart attack over that."
yeah.
Oh, that I also invited everybody on
Yeah,
his
created an
friends
event.
list to his coming out party.
Yeah, that was
including his mom, I guess.
Everyone on his list.
And we got messages like, "Oh, JD, this explains a lot," stuff like that.
Yeah.
For real though.
That was like the ultimate troll fuck you
It
move
was.
on
I mean,
Facebook.
there's the short con and a long con there.
yeah, definitely.
What was that thing with the craft dinner?
And it's all about how much.
Oh,
everyone
yeah.
has.
Jam. This
Beautiful.
was Jam's thing that he
Yeah,
did.
we had a roommate named Jam because there was 2 Benjamins, so he just went by Jam, and he had He took a scalpel and like opened all of JD's craft dinner boxes, took out the cheese
fucking
mix,
surgeon.
and then resealed it with Gorilla Glue.
So JD came back to get his KD, like 4 or 5 boxes. None of them had the cheese mix in them.
Oh no.
You can just imagine when he's like fiending for crack when he's trying to
Withdraw.
dry out. And he's just like shaking and sweating, and all he needs is this bowl of KD to get him over the hump. Just
There's no
flavorless
cheese.
noodles.
Yeah, that
And
was
then he
vicious.
relapses.
That's what happens when
Oh,
you fuck a
man.
stranger in the ass.
Yeah, pretty much. So revenge was had by the Crestview crew.
That was good. That whole project, actually, I was like hanging out with the girl I was kind of seeing at the time. That project got me laid too. So
It brought us together.
She
more,
was
too.
like, "Oh yeah, that turns me on."
she loved it. It was hilarious. Like legitimately, like you'd look at it, and I think you'd have to either be really empathetic or just not have a sense of humor not to laugh at it.
Yeah.
I mean, I took all of his pictures and photoshopped them into like, there's like JD and Juan riding a jet ski, and like
It was like his thesis.
yeah, they're
master's
yeah,
thesis.
and like love notes going back between Juan and JD
Oh,
man.
on the Facebook walls.
That is amazing.
It was pretty
Like
ultimate.
he was in the game earlier with like our early photo chops, you know. And there's some good ones.
I don't
from
think we
that
would have
guy.
taken it there, but he basically threatened like some violence on us and on the house and on these guys.
Yeah, what
so-
happened
Yeah,
to
he
the
showed
homies
up
in the
with a
car?
fucking posse,
I-
like 3
yeah.
carloads full of dudes
Collectors.
with shitty tattoos and no education.
Bunch of dudes that
How does he
collect-
even get all those people together?
I
He
probably
worked.
promised them crack or
He
something.
had a second job at the time, or well, his only job.
So
was
his people from his job would
collections,
actually-
a collections agency.
Oh,
Yeah.
There were
okay.
You got the
collectors.
collections.
Yeah.
Did they
agency
actually
after
collectors that
you?
come to your house? Collectors?
No,
or
no,
something?
no,
No, he
phone
got a
So it was- it was a bunch of
posse
people-
of bill collectors.
Bunch of people in
Yeah.
a call center.
He told
Their
them
call
some
center
sob
posse.
story about how he like
Jesus, sir,
kicked them
you're
out for no
overdue.
reason or something.
Oh
and
god.
They all
rallied
had
the-
headsets on
rallied
and
the
everything.
troops.
Fucking shit.
Yeah,
Did they
so-
actually do anything?
No, he was
there.
all threatening, and they came out to the house, and I'm like, dude, I got the cops on speed dial, bitch. And he's like,
Oh, we have it on speed dial in our
and
call
he's
center.
and he's like, what? You won't do it. He's like, I'll call your bluff or something. And I'm like, Fudge is there. You were there, weren't you?
I was there.
I
was
got
like,
home and
I was like,
police
Ben,
were
get
there.
up here,
I was
man. We
definitely
got to
there.
fucking represent this. And so it's like him and his huge crew guys all getting out of the car, and I'm like, yeah, the Oak Police can be here in 5 minutes, but get the fuck out of here. And
And then we're like, oh shit, get the weed smell out of upstairs.
yeah, we're
Oh,
like,
I also
oh
had
yeah.
the locks changed.
Hide all the weed.
I hired a buddy to change the locks that
Yeah.
night. The night we moved him in, it all happened so fast.
Yeah. It's pretty whirlwindish.
We locked that place down.
But I always remember my fucking talking with the Oak Bay PD after, and there's like all the old neighbors are out of their houses and stuff, and
Peeking
they're
around.
like, "What's going on? Why the police here?" and all
Yeah.
this, right?
It's not the neighborhood.
I
Yeah,
knew
that
it
type
was
of
that
shit.
crack house.
And so I'm like trying to give the whole story to the cops, and they're totally doing that like, nothing's gonna happen look, but they're like, okay, oh yeah, okay. It's kind of like Lebowski when he loses all his shit, and the
Yeah.
cops come and interview him, and they're like, oh, you
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
won't
we
get
got
the
a
credence
guy on
back. Yeah, we got cops working, or we got detectives
working in
in
shifts.
shifts, right? But I
Coming
don't know.
back-
Nothing
coming
really
back-
happened after that.
Coming back to the water gun fight and everything, the cop came over to take a look at this guy who attempted to break into the house, and we had all our water guns out. And I'm wondering, if you spray a cop with a water gun, could he arrest you? Because we were actually
He
thinking
pulls
about
his
it.
real gun on you.
Do you
But
want
is
to
it-
get
it-
tased,
but what-
bro?
It depends, I guess.
But in what statute does
yeah,
it? Does
like
it?
what do you consider
is
that
it
an
mischief
assault?
or is it?
Yeah, but there's street.
Is it disrespecting a police officer?
Street
Does that
smarts,
count?
man. Like there's some things.
Or
that
would he just be like, okay, water fight? You know, like
I
like
know. I
gets
think it
down,
depends on
grabs
how
the
cool the
super
cop
soaker.
these are just water anyway. You know. and
Make
okay.
these issues super soaker.
You're thinking of like a YMCA type cop, I think.
He was an
He
older
loves to get
dude.
wet.
I don't know, like it's like he doesn't want to actually make a scene too, but
I would
you
be
know,
so tempted.
yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
I had it
Get
there.
wet.
I was already spraying my sister.
I'd love to
I
spray a
think that would
cop.
come
He's
down
just
to
right
the
there.
situation.
and I have a water gun.
Just fucking soak a lady cop's tits.
yeah,
see, I would definitely want to do that. man.
that's a scenario where you'd get arrested. It'd have to be
Just
like
have to handcuff a guy who's masturbating.
that's true.
or he might even
Until she
just like
gra-
look at it as a great
she
day.
probably
He's
have to
like,
grab
I
your
only
cock
got
to even
shot
get
by
your
a
hand
water
away.
gun today,
Yeah.
which is like kind of a highlight for
That's
a Bay
true.
police officer.
And then if she takes offense, just be like, want to make out about it?
yeah.
But the
Uh,
uniforms are so thick, it wouldn't really do much.
Well, it
Yeah,
depends
that's
how
what
big a
about
super
that.
soaker you have.
That's
I guess.
that's
need
exactly
to
what
do it
I'd
to,
say
like,
to
a
him
nurse
after.
You
or
do
a
something.
realize that the brain is the biggest erogenous zone, right?
You make it
Yeah,
all
but
warm
visual is very important too. And if you just like spray it and then you're like, oh, it's a wet shirt.
I'm just imagining water beating on the cop's tits.
too. Yeah.
He's thinking of like Gretzky's wife from Police Academy, back in the white tank top she would be wearing. Janet Jones, was that her name? Janet.
Yeah, see that you can spray.
Yeah,
And-
yeah, that's doable because that's like white t-shirt contest.
Yeah.
But cop in their full uni, they'd probably just be like, "What the fuck?"
Why? Why did you do that? Why
yeah.
did you do that?
Because cops are notoriously like power tripping dickheads. So you know.
And then I also thought to myself, if you were actually wet, would
Here's
the
what you do.
tasering be worse?
You turn the water gun
yes.
on yourself and threaten to kill yourself with it.
Of course, it would be
Back
worse,
off.
right?
So don't come any closer. I'm gonna
Yeah.
get myself wet.
I'll kill myself.
If
Man.
you're already wet, then the tasering would just be like.
Oh man.
That'd be
Wouldn't
the
it
worst.
just sort of just go all over your body at that point, travel everywhere it's wet?
I
That's
think
what
if- I
happened to
think
the
if you're
guy in the
getting tased,
airport in
you're getting
Vancouver. He
tased.
was just wet. That's why he died.
Because he pissed himself?
Jasowski?
Yeah.
Or?
Yeah.
Jacansky.
He dumped himself in a bottle of water before they shot him.
He
'Cause
must have been a
Well,
small
they
guy.
also tased him
To dump
quite
himself
a
in
few
a bottle of
times.
water?
Yeah, they
No, he just had a bottle of
Like a
water, and he's
tiny-
like, they won't fucking
didn't
fire
do
the
that on
taser
the
at me
tape.
now.
There's a whole tape of it. I don't see him
Well,
once doing that.
obviously
Yeah.
he didn't actually fucking do it, but it would have
Oh.
been sweet had he done.
Yeah, you're just joking.
Because then he would have
I
had a
see.
reason to
Maybe
be
he
dead.
drank a bottle of water and he was more conductive.
Have
That's
you
what I'm
He
thinking.
threw a
right?
stapler at them.
And then before
Yeah.
you
Did
know
he
it,
really?
somebody's
Yeah.
fucking a shoe.
And he had like a table
They
or
really
something.
pushed
Yeah, he
him.
kicked over a
They
chair
really-
or a table.
They pushed him to the brink of insanity.
Well, because no one
Yeah.
could
Kinda
speak
feel
his
like-
language. They thought he was Russian, and then it was completely wrong, and he was Polish, and
Yeah.
no idea.
and they're starting and
Polish.
stopping.
I was gonna-
apart.
Poland's
I
still
should
getting
tell you-
fucked over.
Yeah.
I told you as soon as that happened, I had a shirt that I wanted to get, and it was like kind of glorifying Jacansky and this like with this Polish flag in the back, kind of like Tupac, you know, kind of
Nice.
airbrushed and everything. Because
Yeah.
I saw like in his funeral, his mom had this airbrushed photo of him that looked kind of cheesy but awesome, you know.
Yeah.
And
So,
I have
like
his
that with
name
the
and
flag
diamonds
behind
and
it?
everything.
That
yeah,
could
and,
still
like,
be made. We could bling them out.
And then I was gonna do "Don't Trust a Cop" in the back,
Ooh.
Do
or
some
"Don't Trust an
lighting
Arse."
filters.
Don't trust
Don't trust
airport
or
security.
something like that.
Was it RCMP that
Yeah.
did it?
RCMP, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, they
It wasn't airport
they have to
security. It
clean
was
up their
RCMP.
ranks.
They send
They're
in the
having
wheel.
serious
It's-
problems.
Yeah, it was bad. And the guy who actually taped it was just coming back from China. He's from Victoria,
Mm-hmm.
works in a law firm, and he totally fought to get his tape back. And basically,
Yeah, they
Released
tried
it.
to
Good
keep
thing
it
he was a
confidential.
lawyer.
yeah, and they
Oh,
made him like an
shit.
honorary Polish citizen because of his efforts and everything. 'Cause
Ooh,
Chinese
lucky
guy?
him.
the guy from Victoria who
Well,
shot the tape. And
Oh, I
Oh.
can't
fought
wait to go
get
to
it back.
Krakow. That looks
Yeah.
like a super fun place.
Yeah,
Do you guys know Raised by Apes? They're
No.
a punk band in Vancouver.
no, they
Never
were
heard of
actually
them.
raised by apes.
Well, they
Hopefully.
act like it.
Oh,
They're,
right.
they're pretty awesome. They're pretty
It's a
hardcore.
cool name.
Probably Main Street beardo looking guys.
No, one of them's a plumber.
Oh,
Oh, that makes all the difference in the world.
But no, they're nuts. But they have a music video basically dedicated to him,
all right.
and it's all in the Vancouver airport. And they
Oh, wow.
I don't know how they did this, but they have a body bag on one of the carousels,
Wow.
and they're in like fake orange security suits
Mhm.
and.
See, that's stuff you wouldn't think you'd get permission for. That'd be like
Oh yeah,
have to
no,
do
they,
No,
that.
and,
you
but
never-
they didn't
nice to be in
get
Canada.
permission
I was
for
gonna
it.
shoot. I was
They-
gonna shoot something in the airport, and yeah, I was gonna be completely guerrilla,
Yeah,
just like completely off the cuff.
yeah. I was
Yeah.
really impressed with how they did it.
Mhm.
They're really awesome, actually.
Yeah, check that out.
Raised by
Check
apes.
out
I got
Raised by
kidnapped
Apes.
in
And
their
do you know the
van
song?
once.
What's the
What's the
track called?
song on the YouTube?
I think it's like 20,000 volts or something.
20,000.
Like that.
We'll post it on the Facebook page.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll do. That'll go up on the West
It
Coast Highlife
sounds
for
like
sure.
what a taser shoots you with. About
Yeah.
20.
Because like that's
20 to
kind of cool.
40,000.
No, dude, it's like
cool
100,000.
idea.
What?
Look at it. You
Really?
go on,
No
go on
way.
your computer.
That would fucking kill you instantly.
No, it's seriously. It's like 100,000.
Yeah.
You can handle a lot of volts. You can't handle amps, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Corey was like partying and then like broke his foot, didn't go to the hospital, was like used a golf club as a cane, did a punk show, and then like went to a party until 6 in the morning, and then
Mhm.
he's like, I have to get up early for work, which was like 7.
Still with a broken foot?
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's
Is
what
this
I
from-
mean.
They don't
They're
heal
crazy.
This from
themselves,
tasering?
Darcy.
This is from tasering.
No.
Just getting fucked up. Okay.
Yeah, this is just because
They
they're
specifically
crazy
tasered
guys.
they're raised
that
by
do
apes.
that.
They just
Yeah,
wigged out.
exactly.
Yeah. Tasers.
Yeah,
Yes.
they kidnapped me in a van once.
Wow.
Yeah,
They're about
And you lived to tell about it.
I did.
tasers are about 50.
Did you like
50,000
read a book?
volts.
You know, like
Yeah.
Apes in the Mist or something?
I was Jane Goodall.
Or Jane Goodall.
I come back
Taken
with
by
my
the-
story
Taken by the apes to live in their natural habitat.
in the garage.
Yeah.
In a van, in a garage.
As you can see, they thirst for Pilsner you know, out of the can.
Pilsner and
They
doobies.
actually are taking
They
a
like
can opener to
off-roading.
open it up.
They like off-roading,
They like extreme stuff.
smoking various substances.
Mhm.
Sure. I saw one of the dudes up at Artswells actually had a whole like jar of MDMA, like again like a mason jar of it.
Like a rainy day jar.
Yeah, but it was just like this
A lot of
full.
rainy
Was
days.
it
Just
powder
like
or
it was like
pills?
one had one. He had that, and he had another one with like blotter acid in it. I'm just like, holy fuck, it's crazy. It's like half and half, man, or something like that. Whatever that means.
That's,
Oh, you mean like do one of each and do like a hippie flip or?
Oh yeah, something like that. But like it was just like half and half water, half whatever.
Oh,
maybe
I gotcha.
not that much because that's a huge freaking amount.
Yeah.
damn.
But
But
he,
it was just like
doing this
clear
daily
water.
or what?
Yeah, it was clear water. I'm just like, holy fuck.
Did you
was-
see him like?
I had a little sip.
Yeah.
Did you sip
when
from
in
Doing
Well,
both?
acid's pretty
No,
sweet.
just the one. Mm-hmm.
I had a lot of fun doing acid at
Yeah.
Shambhala. I would do it again for sure.
Mm-hmm. Do you do it this year?
Yeah, I'd do some right now. Let's go
Mm.
have family dinner, man.
But this is the first time you did it?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
first times.
I had the first time, yeah, in Vegas. And
You did
Oh,
acid for the
Vegas
first time in
would be
Vegas?
Yeah.
nuts.
but it was only a
Crazy.
little bit too.
Still.
I didn't feel anything because I was just sort of like drinking lots. But
Already
my buddy was fucked.
You
Where did you
didn't-
guys
Fun time.
go?
Just like walked around and stuff like that, and we were gonna go there to film an interview with Shecky Green, this comedian, but didn't work out.
So you just did acid
So we
instead?
and I wanted to go to Vegas. And
You
'cause we
should
were
have
in
gone
LA.
to Circus, done the full-on
I think
Fear and
we may have-
Loathing in Las Vegas, because they
Mhm.
actually have the little.
Yeah, I mean, it's different though.
That's what would
yeah.
happen every weekend if the Nazis won the war.
We stayed at the Imperial Palace, which I thought was really cool. I had that
Yeah.
little sense of like cheese and everything, and all the dealers were like old rock stars, like, and it was funny. Like on the height of his acid trip, my buddy comes over to me. I'm fucking like, sitting with Alice Cooper, like, and he's like the, the dealer, and he's just like, oh my god, this is crazy, this is so nuts. Like, how can I even do this? He sits down to me. He sits down next to me. I'm not tripping out. I'm talking about fucking like healthcare in Canada to him, and he's just like, it's a really good program you got there, like, just like a normal guy. And
Yeah.
he's just like, whoa, like,
blowing my mind.
he's Alice Cooper. He's doing blackjack. He's talking about healthcare, like
Just fucking losing his tree.
Yeah, it was funny.
Awesome.
Yeah, I just thought it was a very fake city, and I was really glad to leave. Especially
It
like
is a very fake
place
city.
like Paris and like New York, like being at like this little like place in New York, like the casino there, where they've just recreated like tenement buildings and like these dark alleyways that smell nicer than I guess New
That
York.
sounds
But
awesome.
but no, it's all fake.
like a
it's
movie
not
set,
like
right?
in New
It's
York.
like Disneyland,
It's like
but
New
not
York
really.
to be
saturated
like
with
if
hundreds
I want
of
to see
years
that
of
shit, I want to
piss.
go to New York.
It's
for
an
fuck's
adult
sakes.
Disneyland is what it is, really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
And
it's
they
just-
had beer pong
And
Olympics.
anything
though.
fucking goes in Vegas, Anything fucking goes.
yeah.
Sure does. They had Andrew Dice Clay was playing when I was there.
Oh, nice.
Really?
I really wish I
Holy
went to
shit.
that, but
Write down your fucking trunk.
Right there.
Oh!
Little Miss Tuffet sat on a fucking tuffet. All right, I'm not gonna go into it.
He's
No-
got a
no
new special
dicing?
coming out.
No, the spider came along and said, "Hey, what's in the bowl, bitch?" Oh!
I think that program would have been good. The one that's on Entourage.
Oh, the animated series, Johnny Bananas?
Johnny Bananas, yeah. I guess it would be all right.
I guess that whole Entourage thing's done until they make their movie.
It better
that's
be.
so
Thank God.
stupid.
It's like I only watched it to hate watch it.
They're making a movie about guys trying to make a movie
Probably, yeah.
about
Hey, man.
guys getting into the movies.
They don't really need to do fuck all.
What
They
was the
don't have any
banana
story.
character in Arrested Development that Jove gave up cartoon rights for?
Oh, fuck.
This is in season 1.
Oh.
God, trivia for you right there.
And he's just like, I've made a huge mistake.
Yeah, they say that a
I
lot.
think it might be
Jove says
Mr.
that all the
Banana or
time.
whatever.
That shows, I'm looking actually
Was it
looking
from
forward
the
to that
banana
movie.
stand?
Yeah, well, him and Michael are negotiating, and he gives up like the rights to this like banana character or whatever. And at the end of the show, it's like the commercial with the banana character.
Yeah.
I made a huge mistake.
I'm still looking for a banana phone.
Banana phone?
But then again, I don't have a landline, so kind of awkward.
Just
to
have a
have
cell banana phone?
banana cell
You can
phone.
get the ones that clip into the bottom of your iPhone, and they come out with the big old style phone receivers. You seen those?
No.
So that you can hold them on your shoulder and neck.
Yeah.
Crazy.
A girl in my school had one. She's like, "Yeah, I love it."
She was deaf.
Like they walk around with these huge chunky phones.
Yeah, it's just the
West Coast Highlife, where we bash on those and less fortunate.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that big. It's just the receiver part of a phone, right? And it plugs
So it
into
was
your
like
iPhone.
going back to Saved by the
Could
Bell
you get
days.
like the
Kinda,
attachment,
yeah.
like the old brick, 80s brick?
Fuck yeah.
Probably.
The
Yeah,
big
yeah.
ass one.
I
With
bet
the
you
big
can
ass
get.
antenna.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like,
With
a
a big
case.
antenna.
Probably get
Yeah.
the banana.
You
probably
can
get
order pizza to the
whatever.
classroom, bro.
Just
Sweet.
like, no, I got this, bro. You know, you just walking around. You know.
So Matt,
It's my
what
phone.
are you thinking about dressing up as this year?
I'm not sure.
A banana.
I gotta get something good.
Banana costume.
I'm not sure.
Run some ideas past us. I'll tell you which one
Oh,
to pick.
I don't have. Like, if I had ideas, I would tell you them. But
I was thinking you could be the
Hulk Hogan from
Hollywood
the porno
Hulkster.
movie.
yeah.
or the you know that hamburger kid with the big boy.
Though, yeah, the big boy guy.
Yeah, you slick your hair back and wear some German like overalls.
Yeah. Doesn't he have no shirt on too with his overalls?
Oh yeah, I don't think he has a shirt on.
Nice.
And have a big donut, like a
Yeah,
styrofoam
Yeah,
the
the
donut.
donut.
You just have a donut.
Dude, you made that
Nah,
wicked
I don't
bomb
know.
that one year.
Yeah, that's better though. This is just sort of playing up
You were
my
Gaddafi, weren't you?
fatness, that costume. Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, and I heard that the bomb is now a fixture at the pagoda, which is
It
kinda
is.
cool.
Yeah, I think it got painted gold, but it's still
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
Sweet.
cool.
fuck that bomb.
Yeah.
That
Why?
bomb has been around the world.
I thought it was gonna get thrown in the garbage when I left.
No
So
way.
I'm glad to see it.
Party fixture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was a 4 foot by 2 foot paper mache bomb.
That I carved out of with an X-Acto blade. I just basically went. It wasn't working at the time. I just like showed up on North Shore Studios and just parked my car next to the studio and walked into some set. Just started going through the, styrofoam bin. Not even like not
Nice.
even working for that. It's like, hi, what are you doing? It's like, I'm looking for a big styrofoam piece. Can you help me? I was like, yeah, sure. What do you need?
Awesome.
I was like, it's that easy, I guess, right?
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
They have
But-
everything.
It's the
Just-
right
just like
city,
poaching
right
stuff from
city
film
for
sets?
props.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet, man.
I didn't realize there was a studio above
It's
the
better
Narrows.
to beg forgiveness and ask permission, right?
That's
Yeah.
right.
I didn't realize there was a studio above the Narrows, the bar on
Oh,
Main
really?
Street.
Oh, yeah.
Film
Yeah,
studio?
They're
and they-
everywhere. Well, no,
yeah.
just like a artist studio, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
no,
pretty
it
small.
has like film
Mhm.
set stuff
Yeah.
and like
But
Yeah.
it's small. It's like a
Yeah.
small.
The big ones are in
The
Burnaby.
big ones are huge sound stages, like
Yeah.
40 feet tall. You
Yeah.
know, the things. But yeah, they're everywhere. The next video I'm doing is right next to my jam space, across from the park on 7th in Ontario. Yeah. So that's kind of cool for
that's
this
my
band.
neighborhood.
This band called Fucked Up. I don't know. Heard of
Yeah,
Fuck-
I know. Yeah.
Fucked up.
Yeah, they're called Fucked Up.
Are they
Punk band or something.
indie or
From
punk?
Vancouver or Toronto. I mean.
Sweet.
Yeah.
They've been here quite a few times, so I
Mhm.
think.
Are they good?
I haven't heard them enough to really
Yeah.
say. I just know they've been here quite a few times.
Like they play Victoria a lot.
Mm.
Oh well, no, they've been to Vancouver quite a
Oh,
few times. I've
okay.
seen them on posters and stuff.
I could
but
definitely.
haven't heard much
yeah.
of them.
I'd love to own my own studio, at least rent the space, and then have enough turnaround for a bunch of projects. That would be really cool.
Yeah.
Kind of
I
venture.
think you
It's in the future.
probably rent it out for podcasts.
Or its own tie-ins, yeah. For
Everything.
Sure.
Yeah, because a lot of people want to do them, but they don't have this set up, right?
Don't have
Mhm.
studio space and or. the
There's
right
a lot of
equipment.
people with
Or the
sound
talent.
gear though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or
true.
or like a quiet space. To
Well, the
do it.
biggest one
Yeah.
is Stop Podcasting Yourself in Vancouver, and it's
Yeah, yeah.
it's okay. It's they're all right. Graham Clark and Ed Ed Shumka?
I find
Bob
it pretty
Shumka.
boring.
Yeah, it is very hipster sort of talking. Back and forth. Or just
Not
blah
that this
blah.
is.
Not that this is
I
any
know,
different, really.
But I
better.
think I'd definitely want to have drinks with us.
Yeah.
We should.
Yeah.
I thought we
We're
were talking
fun
about doing an
people.
Olympic match versus them. They don't have triangles though.
Does that mean we're almost at the end here?
I'll beat him in a running race.
No. We just thought we'd do a little instrumentation,
Santa's
little.
coming.
I actually wouldn't mind wrapping it up. I want to go eat turkey.
Oh yeah, it is Turkey Day.
So you're gonna wrap over.
Yeah, we got another turkey dinner
All right.
tonight.
Well, Pudge is gonna say
Turkey wrap.
a little turkey wrap for you here.
All right, shit. Yeah, it's not happening. I don't pretend to ever be a rapper.
You don't have to even rhyme.
How
the
about
words.
a turkey song?
I
Turkey song. Ode to turkey.
I used to write raps when I was like 18,
Ode to turkey.
Oh, you know you want to bring it out.
but you know I'm coming for that stuffing.
Bring it out.
Fuck off.
All right. Well, that's Ben's turkey wrap. Turkey is delicious.
I love
I'm gonna
turkey.
snack on some
Turkey loves
turkey. If
I
you can
love
have two
turkey.
turkey dinners, you're
Turkey loves
doing
me.
well.
I love turkey.
Oh,
Turkey loves
turkey.
me.
And we lost everyone
You
that was
came
listening
to
to this
my
podcast.
mouth
Turkey
and you saved
time.
me.
Well, this has been the 14th edition of the West Coast Highlife. Glad we could have Matty Reed and Casey Stewart on. And we'll hit you guys up for our 15th episode in the next couple of weeks. Cheers.
Happy
Cheers,
North
happy
American.
Thanksgiving.
Happy
Turkey
Thanksgiving.
Day.
Canada Thanksgiving's better.
Yeah.
The best.
Hey, let us know if you ever know of a major Hollywood picture with someone eating asshole in it.